talking.
Well, hello. Welcome back to Zholmyr Unbridled with your fabulous crew here at Homebrew Advantage.
Everything's fine.
Everything is not fine here in Zholmyr, and the fact that you're the one who said that is crazy.
I can lie now. I can lie now.
I can lie now.
Shit is hitting the fan, which I think is the exact phrase we used last time as well. And so
Multiple
the
times.
fan just keeps on spinning, and that shit just keeps on
It's on
spinning.
hitting.
The fan is currently placed at the bottom of an outhouse.
Point it up. Pointed up.
Pointed
Bad
straight
design.
up.
Bad design.
Great. So let's talk about it. So we found ourselves last time back at the house of Davina's old colleague, Captain Bramble, where he had proposed trying to see if they could find a token for the Benthic Tritons being held by House Morton, a rival merchant house of House Sinclair in the Federation capital of Nizina. The captain mentioned that he had a few errands to run, a few things to take care of before he would come back and work with the crew to figure out exactly what this plan could look like. And in the meantime, the crew just figured, hey, we'll hang out here at the house. We'll get a little shopping done. What's the worst that could possibly happen?
No.
Well, my friends, the worst did happen. Davina and Elaine decided to go do a little bit of shopping. Davina was able to purchase a wonderful little locket that depicted sent sort of like a magical illusion of the Drowworm Mountains, where Velterra hails from. And on their way to the armory to pick up a weapon for Elaine, they met a shopkeep who seemed to carry with her some old prejudices against automata. She offered to let Elaine hold a berserker axe, thinking that as an automata, what's the worst that could possibly happen? Again, the worst did in fact happen. Elaine went a little cuckoo crazy.
Crazy.
Coupled that with the fact that the shopkeep was really not helping her own case in how she was speaking to Elaine and Davina, it escalated into full-out combat between Elaine, Davina, and this shopkeep. Thankfully, from some, I guess, pretty quick thinking from Elaine, they were able to escape with the axe after doing heavy damage inside the store, and thanks to the Ring of Disguise that Violet gave them before they left, they were able to disguise Elaine out of her automaton form, and make their way back to the captain's house. Now, this is, of course,
What happened
before-
next, Theo?
Davina and Elaine had a little bit of a conversation, and that
Just a
conversation
little.
Telling it lightly.
took quite a turn. There were some skeletons were brought out of the closet, some grievances were aired, some harsh words were exchanged. I believe the line that sticks most with me is, before a crown touches a golden hair on that pretty head of yours, I'll lop it off from the shoulders. Yeah, shit's getting real. But in that moment, something seemed to snap in Elaine. Everything that she had been hearing up until this point, second guessing the nature of her servitude and her obedience, starting to understand what it means to be a creature of free will and have these emotions and these feelings and these passions. It seemed to well up in this moment within Elaine, and something changed, something snapped. She found that she had more control over her own thoughts, her own actions. She found that she could lie for the first time. And on her way back, she took a little bit of a detour and found that maybe even some of her fellow automata have a little bit more to them than meets the eye when given the chance. But when we did get back to the captain's house, Velterra and Jasper had some words to share with Davina. some grounding to be done to help her understand maybe Elaine's perspective and where she's coming from with her own implicit biases. And Violet was able to have her own conversation with Elaine to start to break down and understand just where she's coming from, and some of these major feelings that she now has as well. Party was able to converge back at the captain's home, where he returned from his errands and proclaimed, "What did I miss?"
It was really perfect. Blackout line. So good.
With that, we will return to the group, but real quick, my sweet green is here, so I'm gonna go pick up my salad while y'all want to do any sort of detox or anything real quick.
I'm just gonna make a quick Aperol spritz.
Yeah, I'm gonna make myself a quick Aperol spritz. I'll be right back. Thank you so much. I'll be right
We got shit to do today.
I got shit to do today.
Yeah.
Are we going to be able to do it with the two of you?
Probably not.
Davina is just a character from
Is this?
Succession.
I was like, is this Violet asking or is this Jess
No,
asking?
I was just doing some role play. It was Violet.
Oh, my bad.
We can hold until.
I love that Davina is just a character from Succession at this point.
You know what's really funny? I've never seen that show.
Well, you have some character research to do.
Guess I do.
Bunch of free material.
I mean, she's channeling.
It's rich people being rich.
Yeah.
As a spoiler.
Who would have known?
Jesus. I love that Michael's so stuck on this.
Yeah, I hate rich people. Is this a shock to anybody?
You've been traveling with one for how long, and all of a sudden she says something, and now it's an issue?
Girl, it's been an issue.
She says one thing.
Oh my god, the thing hurt.
She
lot.
inhumanizes one group, and all of a sudden...
Eric,
But you know what? Jasper was just fine with her pulling her influence and spending her money when it
I
benefited
actually have
him.
never spent your money.
You
Thank you
know,
very much.
It's just really great
You've
to
never...
see. This is just like, I don't know. It's Violet's not a problem right now, and you know,
Isn't
and
it
that's
nice?
never really been a problem. And just,
Violet is living her best life.
getting to just witness this, it just has been, you know, I don't know if Davina and Jasper are ever going to work it out.
She's like, is this what it's like not being the problem and seeing it from the outside?
She's like, oh.
Honestly, yeah, and like I kind of
First
feel like
time ever?
Vel and Violet are like the parents now, and I just never thought
Violet
this.
is not a parent. Just because you don't have a dark
Yeah, I was like,
god
whoa.
residing inside of you does not
I
immediately
was like,
make
if
you a moral
anything,
paragon.
she is
Violet,
the teenage babysitter that got
Yes.
left.
Violet purged
Yes.
of a horrible demon possession. She's like, I'm a mother. That's it.
I am
mother
mother.
now.
I
I am
mother.
mother.
Yes, yes. I have all the chickens that I need to take care of. I gotta find the chicken of the sea, you know? Like, I have a
Gotta find the
lot
chicken of
that
the
I need to
sea.
do.
Gotta find the sea chickens.
Jesus Christ. Oh, this is gonna be bad, y'all. This is gonna be bad.
What do you mean? Oh, why? What do you
We're
mean?
just gonna be
Why could it
fighting
bad?
while we're trying to rob some guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Just snide
Listen,
comments
Heist
back
Anything
and forth.
Davina can do is put on a face and be professional.
No, we'll see.
That's fair. It's fair.
You're muted.
Emily says to fight, fight, fight.
Fight, fight, fight.
Yeah.
We will do it for you, Emily.
Hello, I'm back.
No, you're not.
Hello.
You're not
Very
back.
sweet green.
Hello.
So yeah, so basically, the captain walks in, sees all of the morose faces, and he just goes, "What did I miss?"
Ask your niece? Question mark.
He like puts a hand on his hip and he goes, "Do we look like blood relatives to you?"
That's why I put a question mark there. There seems to be a familial bond.
Close family friends. That's it.
There you go.
Well,
You
and he
missed
looks at you and goes, He goes, "Well, close family friend, what happened?"
There, nothing that will prevent us from doing this, from getting the token. And I look at Elaine and I'm like, "Isn't that's we can do this, right?"
We'll
I
see.
want an insight check. I'm insight checking Elaine.
She's.
Oh,
Wow.
You roll a 1, she's not happy. You roll a 20, she's not happy.
You've never been more sure of something in your life.
Okay, 13. I'm trying to get a read on if Elaine is actually going to be able to be
Shocker, she's not
cordial.
happy.
do I like
Elaine,
roll
are you
anything
trying?
to mask or something?
Well, I was gonna say, are you trying to be deceptive in your feelings, or what are you thinking?
I don't think that she's necessarily trying to be. She may be trying to play down what she's feeling more, like, yeah. So I guess a little bit of deception or
I'll
performance
go
or
ahead and make a
something.
deception check for me. Then.
Yeah. That's cocked. 12. I missed it by 1. Damn.
Violet, you pick up that after having just learned from Elaine that she does have this ability now. Is this the first deception check Elaine has ever made?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I haven't had to lie.
Never. You pick up that there is something she's masking.
Would, with a passive insight of 18, would I catch that she just lied?
I
The
don't.
only reason I'm gonna say no is because you do not know that she can lie. She told
That's what I'm saying.
Violet.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
that-
With a passive insight of 18, okay.
No, because to her it's
You
not
don't know
even
to look
it's
for
not
it.
even a possibility. Yeah, it's not even something to look for.
Yeah, okay. Captain Bramble, it's going to be just fine. I have done so many heists in other cities. And whatever happened between the two of them, we're going to keep them separated, you know, kind
His
of like,
eyes are gonna like look back and forth and gonna be like, something happened between the two of them. You two.
yeah.
I've been gone for a couple hours. What happened?
Yeah, it doesn't take long.
He went shopping.
You ladies and your shopping trips. I know how you shop, Davina. I've seen Valamir's expense reports.
What can I say? Guilty.
Say that again.
Certainly.
Well, I still trust your professionals, right?
Of course.
Of course.
Okay. Davina. Did you ever interact with House Morton when you were here?
I would assume that I would have, being in the same trade. So some interaction, right?
Yeah, you probably
Yes.
have. So you know that the head of House Morton, Octavius, he is a little bit older, very charismatic, flouts his new money. This is a new money family.
You.
Yes, exactly. And his wife, Tabitha, she is the one who really leans into that hard. Octavius, for all of his bullshit, is still a working man. Tabitha is a woman who is a social climber.
Was wearing the costume jewelry and shit.
100%.
Okay. Locked in.
So he'll say, well, from what I understand, Octavius and Tabitha, they become a bit of collectors. They fancy themselves as much. they've acquired some pretty impressive and risque artifacts over the last few years. And I know for a fact he's been in dealings with the Benfic Tritons over some of his shipping channels.
Okay.
And a token from the Benfic Kingdom. That's quite a rarity. Something he maybe want to include in his little curio of curiosities.
Where is this located?
He keeps a makeshift museum at his manor.
Okay. What about security?
That I don't know much about. We'd have to find that out for ourselves. Never been there myself. I just know what I heard from Valamir and others here in the city.
And what is that?
Just what I've told you, what I've shared with you so far. A little bit about Octavius, what he has, what he's come in possession of, through his dealings.
Do you know what this token looks like? Or just that they potentially have
I know he's got one. Couldn't tell you what it looks like, though.
Okay.
So then I go over with Violet's ring and disguise myself as a procurer, a collector myself. Do the scope, layout, figure out where it is, and come back and tell you guys. And then go from there? Because you've never been in there, right, Brambo?
No, ma'am.
Do any of us have other ways to disguise ourselves other than my ring?
I think I can actually disguise self.
Have invisibility.
Okay.
You don't have to disguise
It's like-
yourself from someone if they're dead.
It's like, depending on what you're trying to do, it's the next best thing, you know?
Yeah, because we also don't know what kind of... I have detect magic, so while I'm in there, I can try to cast that on the low
I can also locate
and see what they
objects.
have.
Also got fireball, and they can't see you.
Shockingly, yeah, I have shatter. I don't know. Seems like a
I have
great.
that one.
Okay, so we've got a lot of
too.
options on the table.
Elaine, did you say that you can locate an item?
Yes, I could hopefully. I would need to know more about the specific object, but I could try to locate it once inside.
Yeah, I looked at it too. It's called eyes. people.
It's called.
Okay.
It's called look around.
So let's go back to the top A, the plan A that I discussed at the start of this, which was go in there and try to find it with my eyes.
No, that doesn't seem right.
Me and Val still have to finish our cribbage game, so.
Also,
Is this-
not to
me for
interrupt
interrupting.
this. Not to interrupt this real quick again. I'm looking through the pictures that you posted, Jess. There are 2 of the 4 where I'm holding a box of cookies.
He loves cookies.
He likes cookies.
Just love the cookies.
Oh my
I just
god.
really like cookies. Yeah.
Anyway.
Let him have his cookies.
Let him
Surprised there aren't more.
have his white
Oh,
fudge
that's
covered
cookies.
Oreos.
Yeah.
I can't wait for those at Christmas. You guys are gonna come over to my house.
I
The
want
whole
cookies.
garage is just gonna be
White fudge
Oreos.
Oreos.
Pallets of them.
Costco pallets.
Anyway. All right, so we gotta
so-
figure out where this is before we go in there and try and steal it. That's what you're proposing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking
Yeah, I was
your
gonna
plan. Your plan makes
I mean,
sense.
Last time we sent you out on
Do-
your own, you almost killed a shopkeeper and created a nigh incurable rift in our group. So I think I have a little concern about doing that a second time, if I'm honest.
Jasper literally does the little black kid meme where he's just like.
It's not that I don't trust you.
Fantastic.
I'm just saying.
Well, I think we just need to get enough intel from
Fine, then you
Shopkeep
do
so that
it.
yeah, we just need enough information so that Elaine can locate the item. And I think
Yes.
I'm happy. I'll go in with Elaine. I think that that's probably best for the two of us to go.
I feel like
Was that a loaded statement?
either me
Can I
or
do an insight check?
either me or Jasper needs to be there. I'll just say it.
Girls do not need to
given
be babysat.
given Jasper's
Despite our
proclivity towards
current
war
record.
crimes lately, I
Hey!
feel like it should be me.
War crimes.
I do not trust Jasper to be able. Jasper doesn't do human very
He
well.
also
or
doesn't do
elf
rich people.
very
I
well.
don't
or
think.
any.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't think
I
that
do
Jasper's the
people
right
very
choice.
well. It's just whether or
No.
not I respect you
No,
as a
you
person or
don't.
not. Yes, I
Jasper,
do.
you do not do people well.
I don't do
Yeah,
people
but the problem
in
is if
power
you
very
don't
well.
respect many people, and if you don't respect them,
Arguably,
it's hard for you to have a conversation.
Arguably,
with
I
them.
respect more people than I don't. It just seems that recently I'm only interacting with rich people or people in power, okay?
So hang on.
This is recency bias that we're talking about.
I can go in. As
Theo
a-
is literally eating popcorn.
I can go in as a prospective buyer. I've got Violet and Elaine as my hired muscle, right? Because I am rich and am looking at purchasing, I don't know, something fancy, right? Isn't that that's the whole ploy we're going with here?
How about you?
You're off to a great start.
Sure, and I'm supposed to just twiddle my thumbs with Jasper while you guys go do this?
I think you guys could be nearby for tactical support.
Right, you can be nearby and you don't even need to. Yeah, don't talk to each other. You know, just
Or we could talk to each other. I don't know.
no. You can just stand outside in silence and just be
The-
our scout.
Well, that's the thing, Jasper. To have a conversation, there needs to be two parties involved.
You're the one
Yes.
saying that?
If you would
Oh,
like
my
to
God.
come, Dev,
Yes.
I can do invisibility and bring you along if you'd like to come.
No. I don't need to be in there. I truly don't. Just
I think nearby is helpful for sure.
okay. That I can do. Yeah.
Okay, so give me the rundown real quick of who we're dealing with, what exactly I'm not looking for what we're trying to steal. I'm going to leave that to Elaine and Violet. What am I going in there potentially trying to buy from this person? Prepare me for that.
Well, yeah. I guess it depends. If you want to pretend to buy the token itself so he can show it to you, then you might be suspicious later when it's gone.
Yes.
Or we could come up with some other object that he could possibly have, or pretend to have something to offer to him and pretend to have heard that he's a buyer collector.
I think going in there looking for some other item, not to arouse suspicion over the token.
What about selling something? What if I'm a product?
No, I don't like it.
I could make it work.
I believe you could. I'm not a fan of that. I think. Hang on.
But if Elaine Elaine, you would be willing to play that part?
I've been playing it for a while. I don't
Look.
see how this is any different.
I get that, and I appreciate that. I think tensions in that particular vein are already a bit high. I think for the sake of, the group and yourself, because I think you need to put yourself first a little bit more. I think maybe we don't tread down that path at the moment. I think we have other things, like the Griffin statue could be a particularly valuable piece that he might. We raided ancient fucking ruins that nobody's been in a billion years. Like, let's use some of that stuff. You know what I mean? Because Theo, can you remind me too? Like, what is this guy a collector of? Just valuable things. He's just like, I like shiny things and old things. And
He
valuable.
seems to be. He's a clout chaser.
Okay, got it.
He's Logan
Okay.
Paul, and we're selling him a Charizard.
Yeah.
And Captain,
Let's go.
this whole ruse could be made a lot stronger if we actually knew this Octavia, who does he actually like to trade with in the city?
Octavius likes to trade with anybody who will help further his own interests and his own house and his own family. He fancies himself a real tycoon. He thinks he's a real smart man. If you can stroke his ego, you can probably get a bit farther than somebody who's playing hardball.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so then Vel.
I think one, a powerful. We're not actually going to sell it, Jasper. Don't worry. But we can get his interest and, like, you know. Yeah, I think that'll.
I was like, to sweeten the deal, we can come up with some other item and like forge it.
I also have a gold celestial statue that we got from the seat of the Celestials. And I have a charcoal rubbing of the celestial mosaic, which could be kind of like, you know, I don't think that's necessarily valuable, but it's one of those things where you could be like, oh, look at this cool thing. Like, these people went on this crazy expedition.
Part of the collector's set.
Exactly. So I think we can at least approach him with these things, even if he's not interested. It's a discussion. It's a way in the door. I think the Griffin statue and the gold statue alone are probably enough to pique his interest. And then we can also inquire about what he has. You know, we can extend that conversation for a while so that Elaine and Violet maybe have a chance to look around a bit. Elaine can potentially locate it with her abilities. And then we get out and we come back after dark and we take what we need.
Okay. Sounds great. I think Vel, maybe one of the minor issues of this plan is actually you. So we're going to have to do a little bit of getting you into this persona, right? Like, you're from the wilds, okay? We have to get you into the persona of a rich tradesman from
I think you also
where?
forget I traded in Crux, which is one of the more valuable items to exist. I did a lot of interacting with the upper echelon within the Empire.
Okay.
So I think I'm well suited to imitate them to a degree.
Well, this is going to be a side of you that I have yet to see.
You're not going to like it.
But remember, okay, you're not Vel. Like, I don't know, do we need to go over some sort of a game plan on who we are? Because last time when we were asked for our names, we just provided them.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Let's see. So I think there's going to be questions about how we obtain these, right? There's only been 2 parties that have made it to the Seat of the Celestial in the last, I don't know, 1,000 years.
That was going to be my comment.
So I say we go in as like, hey, we fleece these off of this, was it Ice Ganassi? Right? Like, he was talking a lot, saying he led these people up the mountain. And we were like, that's cool. And we fleeced him for these valuable items. We got a great deal on it. Really made off like a bandit. And we're ready to move them, make a little money on it. So in that capacity, I mean, I think we just make up some names. I don't know. Is there a...
Who was our friend? Who was the Ice Ganassi?
Niall.
Niall Horan. He started a gay club, right?
No, that was Garland's. That was Garland's nephew.
Oh, yeah.
We planted the seed. We don't know if it actually happened.
There's definitely a gay club in
I
Starport.
forgot about that.
Because
I did.
That was
yes,
so
the nephew did.
fucking
The
funny.
nephew and Niall did definitely have a crush on each other.
Yes.
I'm going to assume, and this is a question for you, DM, that because of my dealings with Davina in Verkova, I could have known some of the big collectors in the city there.
I will say, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. From what I understood from the way you guys kind of set this up for yourselves, Nizina.
Did you just...
What?
Davina from Nizina. Adele Dazib.
Adele
Adele Dazib.
That's exactly what just happened. Davina was more of the broker. You were the acquirer. You were the one who worked with people like Niall to scout out these types of resources. Davina was
And I was the one working with Octavius.
Okay.
Yeah.
between the two of us, you would know some of the big traders in Verkova for us to be able to drop some names.
Yes.
Okay. I'm thinking, Val, the reason I brought that up is that we should go in saying that we were going to bring these items to these other people in Verkova, but decided to come to Octavius. And
We
we
heard
just have to
that
start.
he was on the up and up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what about when he's never heard of us?
Kill him.
It's by design. We intentionally try to keep ourselves under the
Mhm.
radar. We work for the people that you've heard of. The Sinclair family, right? Or whatever. Like, we make up names from the big. Like, what's your family name again?
Salazar's.
Salazar.
Oh, mine. Yeah, Salazar's.
Like, we could use those as names, right? Like,
Yeah, but my family, we're not collectors. I guess we're nobility, but
or whoever. You can.
Yeah.
If you guys know some other names.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got some.
Let's avoid Salazar's. Let's definitely avoid the Sinclairs. But
Well, whatever other names you guys can come up with, I'd be happy to use.
okay.
Do we have any names, DM?
Oh, you need some
of
right
who
now?
Well, I don't know, DM.
Yeah,
do we
we
know
know.
some names from the Empire?
I was like, I could make some up for you if
Some families.
Or even me working as a crux, crux harvester and rift walker. Like, I probably would have interacted with quite a few of the upper echelon.
Yeah, I would say you would have a sense, especially like the big buyers.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Can I just say those names if that comes up? Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's nothing I've particularly fleshed out. So
Yeah. No, that's fair. I will, as long as that is something that we've discussed amongst the party and we're good for. So
We can have so many more Zadkos.
Donald Dalius Trumparius.
Ew.
Oh, I hate it.
my name is going to be Bespalov
There you go, Eric. You got a whole list.
Anatolovich.
Zlatan
My goodness.
What was his
Ibrahimovic.
name? This list, Megan?
Zlatan
God.
Ibrahimovic.
Davina's just got it locked and ready to go. She's just
Wow.
Holy shoot.
I mean, they feel like upper echelon names, so you're welcome.
Let's go. We're ready.
Okay.
Are
In that case-
either of you you guys using the Ring of Disguise?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
That's what I was like. Maybe not go in as a Ganassi.
Perhaps.
Yeah, what do you look like, Eric?
So I'm a very same height and everything, so kind of a taller human male, very slicked back, like dark black hair, a very hawkish nose, very long and pointed a little bit, pretty slight build for the most part, I'm not intimidating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm very much
Whitefish.
somebody that's kind of easy to manipulate a little bit. You know what I mean? That's kind of the vibe. Very crony-esque,
Mm.
Okay, boss.
Somebody positions themselves around powerful people without being the powerful person.
Mm.
Yes.
That's kind of the
Yeah,
vibe
well,
I'm putting off.
You look a little bit like a snake.
Yeah.
Little bit like a snake.
I told you weren't going to like it.
It's gonna work.
I think so.
All right, roger that.
And your name
All right.
is
Bespalov Anatolovich.
Of course. Bespalov. Okay.
Bespalov. Anatolovich.
If Davine and Jasper are going with you guys to wait by, she's gonna make sure that she has gloves on and some kind of like either her hair back or some kind of hood on.
Oh, yeah, could I have...
Not overtly trying to hide herself, but just making sure that noticeable like marks are not immediately obvious.
Could I have taken a short rest during that? Because I got fucked up by that sword in the last fight. Yeah, awesome.
Yes.
How despicous would a person...
what?
Conspicuous?
Conspicuous. How conspicuous?
Despicuous.
would
How
be-
deciduous.
No.
How coniferous would it be to walk around
How
with your hood up
cruciferous.
in Nizina? Like, would it look
In
weird?
daylight?
I feel like it'd look weird, right?
It'd look a little unusual.
That's why I was like, she's just gonna wear her hair
I'm talking
different
about
or
me.
something. Just
Yeah.
oh,
Less worried about you.
Captain
but you're
Bramble,
just my regular warrior. Why would anyone wear?
Captain
The
Bramble will,
regular
look
warrior.
I'm
at
not
you,
your regular nothing.
Jasper, and he'll say, I have something that might help you, my pointy-eared little friend. And he's gonna go walk to his closet, and he's gonna pull out this like big tri-corner hat
hell
that's
yeah.
like an old vestige of his days in the Admiralty.
Mm.
He's gonna say, if anyone asks, you're an ensign in the Navy.
I'm a what?
An ensign,
An ensign?
right? That's the term, right, Eric?
I don't fucking know.
That is a term, yes. Yep.
Yes. It's like a private, but in the Navy.
Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm a seaman.
That you are. That you are. And you can put it on, and it does come down in a way that if you wanted to, you can kind of tuck your ears, your pointed ears
and
up.
then like my white hair up and into it as well.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. He's gonna say, with those gnarly scars of yours, you look like quite a sailor.
Oi, mate. I'm a sailor.
That's the
No.
right idea. That's the right idea.
No.
And that's why
No.
I'm not talking to no one.
Just don't talk at all.
This is worse than what was your gook?
Mook! Hey!
Mook!
Hey, we bringing
Oh,
Mook back! I
No,
can throw
you're
that
not.
on
Leave
there!
him
We're
alone.
not.
Hey,
Oh.
me,
Hey,
Mook,
it's
I'm
me!
not
I'm an ensign in the Navy! Hey, I'm sailing
Listen,
here!
No.
Listen,
I wasn't going to
Captain-
correct it, but now that it's Mook, I feel the need to correct you to say that an ensign is technically the lowest rank of a commissioned officer. So it's not a private.
Hey!
Not private.
It's a commissioned officer, which is like even funnier now that it's Mook.
It's really good.
I tell people
This
what
man's
to
in charge of
do.
people.
I'm in charge here.
this is gonna be fine. Yeah. Just
What
very
could go wrong? Mook has made an unwelcome reappearance. Everyone hates each other. What could possibly go
We're
wrong?
Mook.
starting strong.
Mook's the best.
Listen. We've had worse thoughts than this.
Are you sure you don't want me to go in as Mook? I feel like, yeah, I could make something
Isn't
happen.
Mook the one that
Never.
technically committed regicide?
Mook
Yes.
did in fact kill the emperor.
Did. That was Mook.
But you were still in disguise.
I
No, he
feel
wasn't.
like
No,
that's
he wasn't.
not
He
the
wasn't.
disguise.
Yeah.
No, but it was close.
By the end, he was not in disguise, but yes.
I did kill 2 guards, though.
He killed 2 guards in disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mook did kill 2
Yeah,
guards.
that I remember.
That was wild.
Yeah,
That
Mook was
was
Yeah, in
Wow.
one action or one turn.
So Mook, you actually need to keep a low profile, okay?
Yeah, I don't want to talk to anybody in the city anyway.
Okay.
It's really the voice is the hardest one part for me.
It's the hardest part for us all, really, I think.
Listen, I think this is as ready as we're going to be, so we might as well just go
I was
and
born ready.
get this
We know,
get
we
this
know where this guy
started.
is, and we just kind of. You think we can walk in, or do we need to like make an appointment? What's the vibe here? I'll talk to the cat. I look at the.
Yeah, he'll say, it's hard to say for sure. Obviously, a man of his stature, an appointment is a more appropriate way of getting his attention, but based on the plan y'all are starting to concoct, I think there might be a way you can grasp his attention quickly. Maybe quicker than usual.
What would that way? It's just the plan that we have
Just
already. You think?
offering him something, offering him something worth his time.
We could do that. And who was the other collectors that we would go to? Is there like and this is a DM question, I guess. Is there like an actual name that we have, or is this another thing where it's like we would know who it would be, but we don't? There's not a real name associated with it.
For what? For who?
For like the other collectors that we would sell to, but we decided to go to him because we heard he's like on the up and up.
Oh yeah, I mean you can talk about. There's always the Imperial Geographic Society in the Division Empire. That's like, and you guys met the woman who runs that when you were.
Yeah, I've interacted with them before too.
That's like a huge spot for these types of things. They're sort of the leader in the world of historical and anthropological artifacts and that sort of thing. And
cool.
So that's definitely a big one.
Are there? Where is his house? Like, what is around his house? I would ask.
Probably back by Davina's place, right?
Yeah, it's in the part of the city that's meant for the well-to-do citizens of Nizina, the heads of the merchant houses. It's got some of the best views in the city, near the water, but
are there places that people? Are there like cafes or restaurants or bars around that like are within eyeshot of his house, or otherwise it's gonna look weird?
There's
someone standing there.
There's parks and greenery spaces.
Okay.
They don't like too much having the common folk around their neighborhoods, but it's not unheard of. The city here is not quite as closed off as a place like Vicova. They try to pack so much into one little city that it can't be helped. Private real estate is near impossible to come by. The mansions, and you remember this from Nizina's mansion, they're all kind of built.
Nizina.
Let's just do it again. What the fuck?
I thought you were doing it on purpose.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Davina Manor.
This is payback for Tatiana Titania.
That's exactly what this is.
Honestly, and it's all the Aperol spritzing.
They're not helping.
Spritzy.
She's like, oh no, it's tritonal Shalikov. But
I love them. Those two Austin.
But so yes, he basically says like, yeah, you can probably get away with having a couple of spaces that don't look too suspicious if you're lingering a bit longer than usual. It's a nice part of the city. People like to come see, but they don't let folks linger for too long. That's loitering.
Okay. And then, Vel, do you want to cast invisibility on me so that when Elaine locates the item, she can write down what it looks like somehow, and then I can sneak around and get it?
I think our plan is to come back after dark to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're not robbing them while you're
correct.
there.
And for me, I need to know what this thing. I need to be somewhat familiar with what this object actually is. So, what I think I can do with this is, if we are able to actually see the item and can lay our eyes on it, I can then use this ability later in case they move it somewhere for safekeeping. Which, with collector's items and one-of-a-kind things, like, is always a possibility that they'll put away. Worst case scenario, I can give it a shot while we're in there, see if it helps, but I need to have some information about it other than just its place of origin. Like, how big is it? What color is it? Things like that.
And remind me what the purpose of it is one more time.
So the object that you're ultimately looking for is a token that is a symbol of the benthic Tritons that essentially is a symbol of friendship. It basically grants safe passage through their kingdom. It grants allegiance or assistance from the Tritons themselves.
That's right.
It marks you as a friend of the kingdom.
Something water in nature, I assume.
Are we okay if we potentially use, and forgive me, you're going to have to remind me of her name, your old partner up in Scarport?
Captain Garland.
I'm not going to use any names, but can I hint at the fact that a powerful client in Scarport might be looking for a token such as that?
I think that'd be fine.
Yeah, I don't see why not. It's not like...
If we really need to locate
Yeah.
it, if, Elaine, you can sense it there without necessarily needing to see it, then I say we don't bring it up. But if you're like, hey, I'm having trouble, maybe we can ask about it. So just give me like 2 taps on the arm while we're in there.
Okay.
If you can't find it,
I can do that.
But if you don't say anything, I'll assume that you've located it and we can leave without bringing it up.
Okay.
Is there any kind of like, I know Violet doesn't have her telepathy anymore. Do we have any kind of like, or does Bramble have any kind of like sending stones or anything that we can like send out to me and Jasper in case some shit goes down in there?
Bramble shakes his head no, that he doesn't have anything like that.
I got nothing.
Look for a fireball.
I have a gun. I have a gun.
So,
That's one way to send a message.
so anyway, it's
Give
not
the
in
blind
black.
dragonborn a gun.
Low key. We'll have to just stick to, I don't know, we could try what we used to do, you know? Some bird signals.
Hey, tried and true.
Okay. And if you hear anything like that, then shit is hitting the fan.
Okay.
All right.
Then yeah, I'm gonna do I'm just gonna like dress and present, like I said, with my gloves on, like a lady out for a walk with her officer with Jasper.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you willing to be in the company of me? I thought you didn't want to talk to me.
This is going to go
I
really
don't have
well.
Yeah.
I can't be in 2 places at once, people. Some of you are just going to have to survive on your own.
Yeah. Jesus, Jobsworth, can we just do this? All we gotta do is sit there and watch the place.
It will be for an hour, okay?
The glue that is holding this party together is slowly coming apart.
It is
Like,
melting
yeah.
in this.
I'm going to look at you, Jasper, and then look at you, Davina. 1 hour. Can you do this for 1 hour? You have to pretend like you like each other.
We also just don't have to. We don't have to be together. We can be looking. We could be in different parts, having different views. Not because I don't want to be near you, but because it would actually be more strategic that way. That's all.
Sure.
It
Whatever
would be more tactical.
helps get the job done.
Strategeries.
Okay, great.
For strategeries.
Now, try not to steal anything. Try not to murder anyone.
Literally what we're doing is stealing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wait, who are you trying to tell this to?
I'm trying to tell both of you because
we're the lookout.
I think the stealing was directed at you and the murdering was directed at me. Seems Yeah, that sounds right.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Seems
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I'll try. Oh, Mook will
This
try.
is literally
Mook will do the best job.
The
not
babysitter
murder.
trying to take control of the situation.
Mook is gonna not murder people so hard.
I prefer jobs when it's just me and Elaine. It's fine.
It's okay. We'll handle it. We'll handle this.
I love that above game. I'm looking at my character sheet and like Jasper is like so not built at all for any sort of heist.
And if you
Nor
see
is Elaine. I just am muscle. That's about it.
If you see anything suspicious, also do the bird sounds, okay? We have no other way to communicate with each other.
You're gonna hear. I'm sorry. You're gonna hear Davina making a bird sound from outside in a park across the street.
Guys,
I'm sorry.
I think,
What?
Regardless of that, I think it's time to start thinking about the fact that hey, this might not be a stealth heist. Okay. This might be a break the door down.
I'm okay with that. We can just do that right now.
Okay, slash and grab.
first,
It's entirely possible that's the case.
That I can handle.
we have to get through the scouting first
Yes,
to determine.
correct.
Can we just get through the
Correct.
scouting first? Jesus.
Okay, okay.
That is absolutely correct.
Great. We have no way to communicate
we're-
with each other. Everyone hates each other.
Are we
We
back
don't know
on the
what we're looking
tracks? Are
for.
we
Yeah,
focused?
Yeah,
hate is a
we're good.
strong word. We don't respect
we're good.
each other.
We're good. Okay. Okay, let's go. Captain, we are professionals, as you can see.
You look over, and he's wearing this look on his face.
Yeah. Don't worry. We've had it worse. Funny enough. I'm putting on my best face. Right now. All right, come on, let's go.
We will go.
Break a leg.
Hopefully.
Okay, so real quick, recount to me again how you're planning to kind of like head over there and sort of what the initiation looks like.
So we're gonna go to his place of business.
Okay.
Right. And
Yeah, I'd probably know where that is, so I'll probably be like a few yards ahead, separate from them, right?
Sure.
And then I will find like a bench or a park out front across the street and just start doing like a word puzzle or something on my paper. I don't know. What does a lady do in the park? I don't know.
Promenades.
She promenade.
She walks. That's it.
Usually she's chaperoned,
She
but God
cruises? I don't
forbid
know.
we not be
cruises!
strategic.
No, fucking struts. She struts.
Where's RuPaul? Where's Rue when you need her? Where is Rue when you need her?
First, I'm just so proud to have a straight brother who knows what park cruising is. It's like, what an ally. What an ally.
Ally.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
Okay, anyways. Okay, so.
Okay. And then what we're trying to do is just Vel is going to be an employee of one of the high-profile collector sellers of Verkova.
Okay.
Mhm.
You all make your way over. So this part of the city where House Sinclair has their manor as well, it's known as Beacon Hill. It's close to the giant domed hush tower that I was describing last time that kind of has like the multi-geometric surface edge that seems to kind of glimmer and shift and then sends out like little pulses of energy. So that's known as the Great Beacon of Nizina. And so Beacon Hill is the wealthy area where a lot of folks live. And so you make your way over to that area. You pass some of the older established mansions and you make your way towards the edge where some of the newer houses have been built over the past few decades. And there you see, or Davina leads you up to, a very gaudy looking facade of a mansion. You get there, it's a pretty generous sized house. There are all sorts of motifs and masonry that are constructed on the facade of this giant manor. There's great beasts carved out of stone that are kind of like gargoyles. There are these big stone arches that create the whole entranceway of this house. The stone itself seems to be different colors, kind of like different colored stone and brick scattered across the facade. It is very busy. It is a busy looking front of this house. And this is the seat of House Morton. And so Davina leads you up. Yes?
It's just kind of like a plot of, it's just like a mansion.
townhome?
There's not like a grounds.
Like estate.
No,
Like-
it's not like. No, I mean, yes, like there is
Sure,
a little
like
bit of
front yard, but like
there's
They have like
there's
a
yard
pretty
where there's, like,
topiary.
yes, and there's like a few gardens out front, but no, it's still relatively connected to a lot of the other areas over here.
as I
Yeah.
see that, I'll turn to Davina and be like, okay, yeah, maybe you're right. We don't need multiple views on a front door.
Uh,
I'm
I'll nod.
Seeding,
and then
I am. Look at me. I'm good. A gesture of goodwill.
Okay.
What do you want, a
Thank
cookie?
She said it, not me. She said it. As subtly as I can, as the three of them walk in, I will slip them a little red wisp of bardic magic.
Okay.
So Vel,
Don't be suspicious.
Elaine, and Violet.
How long does that last again?
Ow.
I was just looking at that because I was trying to do it at the very last minute. Let me see.
Sure.
I think it's 10 minutes. Yeah, for 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well
Okay.
then, at that point, if you're having that, you might as well have some more. I will use a charge of my emboldening bond.
So we've got
you have a
bardic inspiration, right? Plus, what is this one?
You have one bardic, and then you have every time you make an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you add a d4. So you have like one good dice and then one d4 that you add to everything within the next.
And how long does that last?
That also lasts 10 minutes, and it will last as long as you guys are within 30 feet of each other.
Okay.
Okay.
I have
That's
bless,
tight.
so I can also cast that on us.
Oh,
And,
that might be better.
Bless
Yeah.
stacks with this, by the way.
oh,
Yeah, but
okay.
I think you being within 30 feet is
No, not me.
That's
Not me.
unlikely.
It's not me.
Wait.
The way it reads is while any bonded creature is within 30 feet of another. So
Oh.
I can.
And how many creatures can you bond?
4.
Okay,
Wow.
Okay.
I heard of that one.
cool. And then I'll throw bless on top of that. So I'll
Damn.
give
So
bless to
2d4
each
and a
bless.
bardic.
Guys, I don't think.
If you fail that fucking roll,
Stop!
that you,
Don't say that, Eric. Don't put that out there.
But
I
I
can
mean,
help
bless
with
is
that.
for
He
was like, that's crazy
Eric's
because
ugly
the
head.
DC's actually 48. So.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So you're gonna need those. So
Is your
pull out your
bless
D4.
The that left your mouth, we were cursed.
Are you gonna survive that?
I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna survive.
Morgan and I were
Sorry,
just
that's-
talking about how it's crazy we'll never see her again because she's had such an impact on our lives.
Yeah, for
No,
those who don't
it's-
know,
yeah.
when Jess and Eric were down in Florida, we went to this like ice cream shop as they were closing near the beach. And what was it? They were out of a flavor I liked, right?
They were out of the
Yeah.
birthday cake ice cream.
They were out of the birthday cake, and I was like, oh no, they're out of the birthday cake. And the girl behind the counter, unprompted, just goes, "Are you gonna survive that?"
She was an icon.
brutal.
Honestly, she was an icon. She was a diva.
I just looked at her and I was like,
And we thought her voice at first was something
Was
that
a
she was
joke?
putting on, and it
It was
wasn't.
not.
she was legitimately just being a bitch.
Morgan's
in
entire
a
brain.
funny way. She's like
Yeah.
being sarcastic and like goofy,
But-
like.
Morgan's entire brain short-circuited after she said something else because she genuinely couldn't tell if she was still being funny or if she was being serious at that point, and she didn't know how to react.
If we ever had a question as to whether Morgan was autistic or not, there you go. There's the nail in the coffin. Are you being sarcastic or no?
It was
Oh my god.
exquisite. It was truly a moment. Like I took like a step back and I just
man.
went. It was crazy.
Anyway.
Anyways, okay. Yes, noted all of these different features. Nizina and Jasper.
There you go.
There you go.
Way over to a nice little. You find like there's like kind of like a nice little bench set up on a corner. There's a flower bed that's around there. This seems to be a small little gathering place along the road. You're able to pop a little squat there and relax. You guys, the remaining three of you, all make your way towards the door. You can see that the door itself is a large wooden door that again has been carved to have these motifs and these patterns and these scenes etched into the door. There are two very large brass door knockers that rest on either side of this huge front door, but no windows or anything like that.
Alright, I'll walk up and Actually, I'm gonna walk up with you two in front of me.
Yeah,
As
and
as
I'll
like employees, yeah, and I'll have you
yeah,
knock.
I'll ring. I'll knock.
Okay. Elaine takes the brass knocker and dun dun dun. You can hear a large cavernous echo behind the door as the knocker reverberates. A few moments pass. At this point, it's kind of getting close to a minute until you hear a lock click and the large wooden door swings open. Standing there to greet you is a tall, slightly above middle-aged, half-orc gentleman dressed in a suit. And he stands there and he looks at you and he goes, "Can I ask who's calling, please?"
I'll kind of put my hands like in between the two of them and kind of like gently push them to the side and like step forward a little bit. I stand upright as somebody who's been in close connection with sort of the upper class rich elite, but with a slight like hunch in the shoulders of somebody who isn't quite wasn't raised in it and is more trying to imitate it.
Okay.
That make sense?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try my best to do this kind of voice. I don't think it's gonna work very well.
I'm so excited.
So I'll step forward. Hang on, what's my name again?
Anatolovich. Someone Anatolovich.
Yes.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yes, it's Bespalov Anatolovich. Calling for. I'm sorry. What is the person's name that we're?
Octavius.
Octavius.
Octavius Morton.
Octavia Morton. We are hoping to do a dealing with Octavia Morton.
Master Absolovich, was it?
Anatolovich, but my friends call me
Anatolovich.
Bess.
Bess.
That's right.
Do you have an appointment with Master Morton?
Unfortunately, we've been unable to set up an appointment as we've only just arrived here, but we've been told that this is the premium place to go for dealings of this sort.
I'm not quite sure what dealings you speak of. Unfortunately, to receive an audience with Master Morton, you will need an appointment.
Perhaps we could make one now, or I could show you the collector's pieces that we've come with.
His eyebrow kind of raises slightly, and he goes, "You are all collectors of rarities."
We
I kind of nodded
deal
in deference
with
to Anatolovich.
collectors of rarities. And we've come with very unique pieces. I think perhaps Master Morton has not seen anywhere else.
Have you liaised with my master in the past?
I can't say I have, but I've heard tell that he's up and coming on the scene. And we're hoping to get some business done. Maybe get in good, as he's a rising star, so to speak.
Go ahead and make
Slimy
a
sales carsman.
So good.
go ahead and make a deception check. Here.
Okay.
Use that d6.
Add 2d4.
Not-
Before.
And then we
My
have the
bless
Bardic.
doesn't work
Gifted.
on this because it has to be an attack or saving throw.
Oh, mine
so
does
just
work.
1d4.
1d4.
So yours is good. Mine is an emergency.
That's going to be 18.
He's gonna kind of look you all over, and he's going to say, "Normally, it is customary for those who wish to do business with Master Morton to have a prior appointment to speak with him. However, you do find us at an opportune moment where the Master is looking to expand his collection and he is eager to view new pieces. you've come at a good time. The master and the lady are in residence. They are preoccupied at the present moment, but if you would be so kind as to be patient and wait, they can likely come and speak with you.
We'd be happy to come back in a short time. We just wouldn't want to sit on these for too long, as I'm sure there are many interested parties.
And what type of artifacts do you bring to the master?
I'm gonna lean in, like, uncomfortably close to him.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard anything about an expedition to one of the seats?
This is so slimy, Eric.
Make
So good.
an insight check for me.
Not what I'm good at. Oh, it is what I'm good at, actually. What? Have I been able to do this whole time? I was so insightful. I had no idea. Okay. 10 plus 4, 14.
Yeah, you don't necessarily notice anything too crazy. You're kind of really
I have a hard time seeing the whole picture as I'm very close to him, as I mentioned.
He'll wait a beat, and then he'll say, I can't say that I'm familiar with any seat that you called it. The master collects many impressive upholstered pieces, but I do know that any sort of expeditions to exotic places will certainly catch his fancy.
I'd be happy to go into further detail with Master Morton, but let's just say it was an expedition to former seat of a very powerful people.
I see. Yes, well, please, and I'm so sorry, your companions here. They are?
Hang on.
Guardian Droid Unit 001.
And I'm Indigo.
Jesus.
I am color. I am color.
As you can imagine, these are very valuable pieces I'm bringing. I'd hate to bring them unguarded. So these are my employees.
And you have these items on your person now?
Well, I wouldn't come to sell them without the pieces. That would be ill-prepared.
Of course, but of course. Please, yes, all of you, welcome to Morton Manor. Please come in. I am Abner. I am the head of the household here at the manor. I can
reach in with a hand to like shake his hand, and then if he reaches out, I'm gonna like grab his arm with it to do like a very aggressive kind of like sort of like the Donald Trump like pull his arm shake.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He'll like
Abner.
Yes, he'll sort of like nod. He's as a half orc, he is a hefty man, and so
and I'm not pulling hard either. I'm not
right.
presenting myself as a strong individual.
It's a comical moment of you trying to play this part, and like as you go to yank him, you find that you yourself are yanked forward a little bit, because he's very unyielding. But
so I'll kind of yank forward, and I'll be like, Abner, and I'll kind of pat him on the shoulder too as I'm pulling myself closer to him. It's good to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as
There's
well.
There's no way this guy likes me.
Please, Master Anatolovich and friends, come in. May I show you to our banquet hall? Help yourself on some snacks and tea while we wait on the master and the mistress.
That'd be wonderful.
He'll pull open the giant wooden door further, and he'll kind of step aside, and he'll welcome you in. You all step inside, and you are greeted with what looks like it could be a replica of like a Renaissance palace. There are giant marble pillars. There is a huge fountain in the middle of the foyer. There are huge paintings and portraits, like 20 feet tall, suspended on the wall. You can see ahead of you there's a giant grand staircase that leads to the second floor, and there's a massive tapestry that covers almost the entirety of the staircase. There are marble busts with stone faces kind of scattered throughout the hall here. And Abner leads you in further towards the back of the residence through this grand foyer.
As we go through, Gus is just gonna kind of like look around. He's gonna like absently like just dip his hand, like run it through the fountain, then just like wipe it on his shirt as they're walking through.
Violet is trying very hard not to grimace at both Vel in front of her and how ostentatious everything is around her.
Absolutely.
I think Elaine is just marching, like, in file, just playing the part.
Excellent. So eventually he leads you towards the back of the residence, and you turn to the right, where it lets out into a large banquet hall where there is a huge kind of Viking-style table with a smattering of beautifully upholstered chairs, big, tall wooden backs with felt and velvet all up and down the cushion and the back of the chair. The table itself is covered in these big, beautiful bowls filled with fruits. There are finger sandwiches, tarts, other things laid out. These beautiful silver teapots and tea kettles, and some nice porcelain teacups are spread out as well. And Abner gestures you all in, and he says, "Please make yourselves comfortable. I will alert the master and the mistress of your presence."
Just nod as he leaves.
All right. So he exits, closes a much less gauche door, but still fancy one behind you on his way out. And at the moment, you are alone in the banquet hall.
Okay. I would like to do a quick, like, arcana check to see if casting locate object is going to trip something. Like, I kind of want to, like, feel around, like, extend my, like, magic out a little bit and see if I pick up on anything, like a magical tripwire.
Okay. So
I would like to do one crime while we...
I would like to do a light crime. I want to, like, think of a crime.
A little crime before the big crime.
So you can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. And so you cast this in the middle of the banquet hall.
Yes.
And it extends out basically to the ends of the table and some of the space around it as well. So you're essentially kind of like getting the innermost part of this room within your detect magic spell. From that spell, a couple of things become aware to you. One is that the giant chandelier that is hung above you, while there are no candles there, the entire chandelier itself lights up with essence of magic.
Okay.
On top of that, there are a couple of other kind of enchantments that are cast about the room as well. But most of them are in, I'm already forgetting the schools of magic. They're in, I think it's abjuration.
Which is like...
No, that's not it. It is, hold on. D&D and magic schools. Transmutation and illusion.
Okay, so these are for, like, beautifying the space, mostly. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I do not think it's going to work, but I do want to try casting locate object with what little I know about this this item, this token. As long as it's with, like, I have to be familiar with it, which is why I don't think it's going to work, but I'm going to just think about as much as I know about it, and hopefully get a ping if it's within 1,000 feet of me. I'm expecting this to die, but it's, like, worth a shot.
Yes. You take a moment and center yourself, and try to picture in your mind what you think this could potentially look like. Unfortunately, you don't feel it anchor itself to anything within the spell's reach.
Okay. Worth a try. Has, like, Bess sat down, or are you, like, still, like, walking around, looking at things, touching stuff?
Definitely grabbed a snack.
Grabbed a snack. I think that then Elaine will just walk over, like, and kind of, like, stand behind a chair or behind, like, a sofa that she assumes, like, Bess will eventually sit at, as if she's just, just waiting, kind of in waiting mode. But I'll, like, whisper to Violet as she's kind of, like, passing by. It's like, lacks security for as much as I can tell, but do your own scan.
Oh, not in response. I'll go get a snack and some tea, and I'm gonna walk around the perimeter of the room and see if I notice anything that could be additional security that Elaine did not catch with her magic.
Give me a investigation check, please.
I would try my best to help by sharing any knowledge I have in my previous dealings with collectors and people like that of known security, that anything that I know about, I would share with her, just as an attempt to help her. It's up to you if that's enough to give her advantage or not, but that's what I would try to do.
Sure. Yeah, I'll say you get advantage on that.
All right. Well, then let me roll again. That was a 2. Not great. The first one was better. The first was 12. So let me take a D4. 19.
Wait, what?
I rolled a 12 plus 3.
Oh, I was like, how did you roll a D4?
And with the D4, I have 4.
Okay, I was so confused. I was like,
I rolled an 18 on my D4.
Okay. You start to make your way around the room, Violet. You're looking for anything that could be a potential sign of some added layers of security here. Divots in the wall, like evidence of stuff being moved around potentially. And as you look around in this room, you're not really coming across anything. Your best guess is that a room like this, which is kind of like the public gathering place, there's probably not much they keep here that requires high levels of security in this room.
Okay. I'll look to Biz. Is that what you're calling yourself? Biz? Bez?
Bez.
Spala Anatolovich, and I go by Bess.
Okay, great. Bess. I'm just gonna, Violet's just gonna chuckle as she says Bess. She can't help it. Bess,
Tried one of these snacks? Cricket?
Thank God, that voice is so creepy.
It's very off-putting, huh? I actually knew a guy that talked like that one time.
I'll just sit down with another snack and sort of.
As we're waiting, I'll just be like, you would be shocked how much you can get through with these people when they perceive themselves as being so much better than you.
I feel like it's gonna work. And then, depending on where Bez is seated, Elaine is on one side. I'll go to the other side, so there's security on both sides.
Sounds good. Not too much longer. The door to the banquet hall swings wide open. You all turn to glance, and standing there, meaning they have not opened the door was opened for them, You see a couple stride into the room. The female walks first. She is a tall, slender Vila. Her silver golden hair is pulled back into a tight bun with a few sort of rivulets that come down, and bangs at the front of her face kind of come down as well in very stylish manner, very fresh of the moment. She wears a modest but very beautiful kind of day dress and a nice coat to go over it. Very nice form fitting, and she wears a set of heeled boots as well. And not too far behind her is a very fat human male, appearing to be potentially in his late 50s. He wears a very gaudy suit with a bright colored pattern jacket, and some like a slightly frilled shirt as well. Definitely very expensive in its lace and embroidery. And they stroll in, and the woman says, "I do hope you are enjoying our feast that we've laid out for our guests. Cortilla works so hard in the kitchens."
Oh yeah, it has been delicious.
She kind of cups her hands together. She says, "Oh, that makes my heart sing to hear that. Thank you for saying such. I, pardon me. I am Lady Tabitha Morton. Welcome to our home."
I'll kind of give like a little bow. Again, now as they've entered the room now too, I've hunched further and stood less kind of like straight up, and almost an even further like deferential posture. I'm sorry. Say again what her name was.
Tabitha.
Tabitha. That's right.
Tabitha.
My lady, it is a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for seeing us. I understand we've breached protocol a little bit in doing it this way, but I hope to make it worth your while.
Yes. No. Well, we do. Thank you for coming. We certainly love to see what rare and exciting things people can bring us from around the world. And so, what did you bring us? And you can see at this point the man kind of walks forward, and he like puts a hand on her shoulder, and he's like, "Tabitha, as always, your enthusiasm beseeches all of us. Now please go seat yourself and have a lovely little sandwich and a cup of tea. The men will do business, darling. Thank you." And you can see she kind of like brushes, like she kind of like leans away from his hand, but she like plasters a smile on her face, and she says, "Oh yes, of course. I wouldn't want to impede the negotiations." And she goes and she sits down, and she kind of like snaps her fingers, and Abner comes back into the room and goes over and takes the tea kettle and pours her a spot of tea. As she sits and she like delicately watches.
I'll approach Octavia. It's always such a pleasure when the women like to get involved, isn't it?
Are we at a table or anything? Is there any way?
Oh, yeah.
Is there like a
Yeah,
table?
We're like standing
okay.
behind. Okay, yeah.
Oh, and we're standing behind?
I was. I'm still
Yeah,
there.
Behind me, I would imagine, yeah.
Okay, if there's a way for me to kick Val underneath the table without anyone noticing, I'm going to.
Make a sleight of hand check.
I'm not worried about it.
What was that about getting through the job professionally? She was just chastising Davina about.
Yeah.
I was holding
16.
my tongue, but
16 plus. 2, 18.
don't
Plus
throw
another one.
stones in a glass house, bitch.
20. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Just a light little.
Just a little tap. Yes. Bess, you take a very quick but pointed rap on the shin. But you see a little smirk go across Octavius's face, and he says, "Yes, it definitely is. My Tabitha is quite the excitable old gal, aren't you, Tabitha, dear?" And she kind of like looks at him and has that smile plastered on her face. And she's like, "What can I say? I am a lover of pretty things."
Master Morton, I wouldn't dare do you the disrespect of calling you my friend. Not yet, at least. But I think maybe we could change that status quickly. I have some interesting things that you may be looking to acquire. Is there perhaps anywhere more secure that we could discuss this? It's dealing with what may still be a sensitive background. Is the door still open too that came in here, or did they close it behind them?
It is still open.
Yeah, I'll kind of like look, I'll kind of eye behind him towards the door a little bit.
I will say, I'm going to give you a choice. Make either deception, persuasion, or I will even add stealth into this as that is what you are ultimately trying to gain from this. Is a stealthy meeting space. You can use any
persuasion.
of those.
Persuasion on that one. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. So good. So good. 27. 27.
Okay.
Damn.
You see there is a glint in Octavius's eye. There's something about the prospect of something that is so exciting that it can't even be spoke about in this type of place within his own private residence. And he'll look at you and he will say, "Oh yes, of course. What do you take me for? Someone who just deals in relics out in the open?"
You have no knowledge of what we're approaching you with. You would not be expected, but I do think perhaps it would be in both of our interests to retire somewhere a bit more private.
Yes, no, but of course. And he'll look at Tabitha and he'll say, "Dear, we're going to retire to my study upstairs. Please tell Cortella that I am hoping for some additional quail this evening. It was so exquisite last week that I simply must have another go." And she'll like sip her tea and she'll be like, "Yes, of course, darling. She would be thrilled. Good luck with your business." And he'll sort of like barely look back in her direction. He'll like give a wave, and he'll just walk out of the room. And Abner will kind of gesture for you all to follow.
Okay.
Okay.
I will follow along and just kind of give a glance to Elaine as we're walking through the venue here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it as like I pass. Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Good push, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the call that I'm not gonna be able to find this thing, and so I'll tap Bess twice as I escort him essentially. Like, oh yes, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Octavius leads you out of the banquet hall towards the grand staircase. You all begin to ascend the stairs. Again, this is like a beautiful, on like two kind of spiral things that come up, and there's the giant tapestry that hangs in the middle. He leads you up the eastern stairs closest to the banquet hall. As he makes his way up, he kind of waddles a little bit because of his size. The stairs seem to be giving him a little bit of trouble, so it's a little bit of a slow climb up to the top. And as he gets there with he says a little bit out of breath, "Please let us retire to my study. There is some added layers of privacy there that I think you might appreciate."
As we're walking, I'm going to be just chatting him up being like, "Oh my god, you can just order quail like that, like whenever you want." Oh, I remember I was at this one guy's place one time, and we were able to do that, and it was amazing. Like, I'm just gonna be like, kind of like chatting him up about that kind of stuff, and then in my head, I'm gonna think to Vol, and I'm gonna say, just kind of do your best to clock where we're at. If you can kind of make a map, a little mental map of like all this. I'm gonna have him just be an extra set of eyes as we're like walking through here. Just doing his best to kind of like get a lay of the property.
Okay. Violet is doing the same thing that Bella's telling Vol to do. So as we're going, I'm just clocking how many rooms I think I'm seeing, what is in each room, and the likelihood of there being collector's items across various places.
And I'd like to keep an eye out for staff, particularly automaton staff, but just like how many people do they have working this during the daytime? So, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so a couple of things then I'll mention as you guys make your way upstairs, a couple of things that you notice. Elaine, keeping an eye out for staff, you do notice there are a couple of humanoid, like living staff members that are passing through at a couple different points of your venture from the banquet hall up the stairs. And then as you get to the top of the stairs, and this is something that Vol and Violet would probably be clocking as well. As you get to the top of the stairs, Octavius turns left into there's an arched door there that he begins to make his way towards. You glance to the right of the stairs and you can see that there is a very exquisite looking door, and there are two automata that stand stoic on either side of that door.
Okay. Are they guardian sentries like I am, kind of?
They are guardian sentries.
Okay, cool.
Yep. And as you mentioned that to Vol, he kind of gets excited at the prospect of a task, and he goes, "Yes, of course, I'll keep an eye open." Came in through the front door, went to the back, entered the northeast wing, banquet hall, exited grand stairs, came up, eastern wing, Octavius' study. He's like building a map in his head.
Love him.
Okay, and so Octavius takes a key out of his pocket. He inserts it into the door, twists it, pulls it open, and he lets you into a very cozy but very fancy study. There is a large desk with an exquisite chair behind it. A couple of other chairs set in front. There's a large fireplace off to the side, and there's bookshelves and bookcases all around.
As we kind of walk in, I'll kind of whistle as I look around. I say, "I don't know who your decorator is, but you gotta give them a raise. This is just pristine in here. It's really impressive."
He'll say, "Oh, I very much appreciate the compliment. Thank you. That would be our head housekeeper, Alicia. She does exquisite work in these parts."
Better hold on to her, because people be competing for this kind of, this kind of vibe that you curate in here.
Yes, no, I very much appreciate that, and I am curious, friend, with a name such as yours, are you Delesian?
That's right.
And which city do you hail from, friend?
Over.
Oh, the light on the hill itself, Interesting. And what brings you all the way out here to our humble federation?
Well, as I mentioned, I've recently come into possession of some very unique artifacts dealing with a particularly secret expedition up north a ways. Remind me, was it in the Drower Mountains? Where was it?
It was in the Drower Mountains.
Drower, yeah, okay, yeah.
Make another insight check for me.
Insight. I'm so insightful.
I'm also very close. I'm watching him very closely. Can I also roll insight?
Sure.
19.
Ooh, need it. Yeah.
What'd you get, Violet?
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Okay. Both of you clock that his eyebrows raise slightly at this, and he says, "Yes, the far reaches of the continent seem to be all the rage now for trophy and treasure hunters. All the way up in the Drowworms, you say? What expedition might this be?"
I'm gonna lean in, like arm on one knee, like kind of lean in towards him. Have you heard of any of the? I think there was maybe one or two that made their way to the seat of the Celestial.
Go ahead and make. Again, I will say you can make either a persuasion or an intimidation check.
Ooh, interesting.
Ooh.
Go with persuasion again.
Okay.
I assume it's been 10
not
minutes.
Good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
It has been 10 minutes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Even worse.
We got you in the door.
Is this the one that you needed it on?
Is there any way
No,
that I
no.
could be giving him advantage, like the help action?
What were you thinking?
I don't know. Help! I just wanted help.
Help.
Help! I just yell help. No.
Did you choose,
Yeah, I just.
did you choose intimidation or persuasion?
Persuasion.
Yeah, I feel like my presence would probably help with intimidation, not with persuasion. Yeah.
So I'm gonna reach into my pocket, and as Belle says that, I'm going to bring out a golden feather.
Do you have the feathers?
I have one.
She's got one.
That was a mistake.
Go ahead and make that with.
That was not on the table, Violet. That was
It's
not
not
on
going to
the
be a
table.
full, like, I'm just basically just going to, like, try to preview something in my pocket that is high value that he would have never
turns
seen before.
A 12 into a 22.
Okay.
Okay. As you say that, and a glint of light from the fireplace flashes on the surface of the golden feather, his eyes go wide. And he looks at that and he just goes, "How did you get this?"
Put it back.
We met someone who was a guide of sorts during that expedition, and he wasn't too right. I don't think he knew exactly what he was dealing with, and we were able to get a few choice items off of him as a result. I'd be happy to go into further detail of what we had, but initially I came here seeking out the Imperial Geographic Society. They're usually very interested in these items, but I heard some whispers on the street that Octavius Morton is up and coming. The new name in collections here in the city, and we thought it might be beneficial to speak with you first on the matter.
He sits there, his eyes remain wider than they had sat previously. And he says, "Does anyone know you have this?"
Well, they know somebody has it, but I don't think they know it's us. I think if it ever comes back to them, it's still going to be that guide they think has it.
And you're willing to part with this?
Well. This is a token of validation here. The feather might be something we could discuss, but I have a few other choice items from that collection that I think would also pique your interest, and if you'd like to maybe discuss the feather, I can tell you it would be quite a valuable piece. However, I hope it's enough to prove to you that we are who we say we are, and we have what we say we have.
You can see him take a second and process this information. And he says, "You say you were intending to take this to the Empire, but you chose not to."
We were going to take it to the Geographic Society. Whatever they choose to do with it would have been up to them. Again, the feather is that was a special case. We wanted to show you as a collector with exquisite taste. We felt it was something you might appreciate. The Imperial Geographic Society, I think, is somebody we would take these lesser items to as a way to fence them, so to speak.
He glances at you, and glances at Elaine, and glances at Violet, and goes, "Who are you?"
Just a go-between of powerful people looking to acquire and sell, and these are my hired guards. When you've got things valuable like this, you need to take some extra precautions, as you already know.
And what would you be asking for in exchange for items such as these?
Well, you're the expert. We would obviously defer to the prices that you are paying for these sort of items at the moment. But let me show you what we've got, if I may. I will take out the charcoal etching first, or the charcoal called tracing.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Where you put it on there and you is it an etching?
No, there is a term for that. I just can't remember what it is.
I think it's in my inventory. What the hell did I write it as? Rubbing. It's a rubbing.
Etching is fine.
This was this was an etching of one of the murals from the seat. It depicts a number of interesting and heretofore maybe undiscovered scenes and rituals from the Celestials when they existed in that seat. An interesting piece for sure, though maybe not as valuable as some of the others. And then we have this, and I'll pull out the gold statue of the Celestial that we acquired. Beautiful, solid gold statue of one of the former inhabitants of the seat. Not only valuable in its makeup, but where it comes from, the history behind it. So significant.
Well, you certainly possess objects beyond anything I could have imagined walking through my door today.
Well, I don't think you get to a seat like yours without having a pretty strong imagination, I bet this is something that if anybody can figure out what to do with, I'm sure it would be your discerning eye and your powerful connections.
Yes, absolutely. Now, tell me, are you staying here in the city for long?
I think we're really trying to be just passing through. We've got other clients that we're working on doing some business with, but staying long enough to offload these beautiful pieces.
He looks again. I'd be willing to offer you 2,000 gold for all three.
Including the feather.
Including the feather.
What if we were to take the feather out of the equation for the time being?
Oh, no, my friend. I'm afraid it is imperative that the feather is part of the equation.
Let me ask you, because I haven't dug too deep here. I don't know a ton. What is it about the feather that's got everybody hot and bothered? Obviously very valuable. We've come to that conclusion through our dealings, but nobody's been quite upfront with us with why they want it. So I'm just curious as to what your interest is in it, and perhaps we might be more prepared to part ways with it.
Give another persuasion check for me.
This can only go well. Dirty 20.
Okay.
12 plus 8. Not great rolls, but not dirty.
Ugh.
Why did you show this other one?
I'm really trying to tap dance my way out of this one.
Oh, keep on dancing.
You're doing great.
He looks at you both, and he says, or all of you, sorry, all three of you, and he says, "There's quite an ado in the Empire around this feather. From all of my sources and business companions, not too long ago, an expedition set out from Verkova to the Drower Mountains and returned with a similar feather. It has become quite the hallmark of the Grand Gold Cloak of Verkova, Novar Balvisa.
Why? I mean, this is solid gold, you know?
He looks at you again and he says, "Of course I will need to verify the authenticity of this object." But he kind of hesitates for a second and he says, "I don't entirely know its full significance."
Well, obviously some very popular people have some very significant interest in this. I don't want to be in the way of any of that. I think we could maybe be getting down. I think maybe we could do a deal on something like this, but I've got some other clients who are interested in some particular items. I'm wondering if perhaps I could bend your ear on what some of those might be, and maybe we could even work out a trade in this area.
I could be amenable to a trade, yes.
So I'm going to spend the next 20 to 30 minutes running through with him. I'm going to make stuff up off the top of my head. So I'm going to go with, like, you know, I've got this one client. They've got, you know, they got interest in, you know, the frozen wilds. They're looking for some pieces from up north. I've got some people that are looking for some, you know, like Ganassi creations. Like, they make really beautiful crystal, you know, pieces in the Drower Mountains. I've got somebody looking for, you know, whatever the elves, you know, something from Tilo Asari. I've got people that are interested in all these various pieces. And in the middle of all that, I will also say I've got a client who does some shipping out of Scarport. They're looking to shore up a lot of their operations, but they've been having some trouble with some of the native populations and some of these straits and some of these waterways that they're operating in, and they're looking for anything that might exist that would help them in that capacity. So I'm going to slip that in among all of these other ones as I'm talking for about 30 minutes on all these things.
Okay. Because you were able to name drop and provide such compelling evidence of your understanding of the networks that exist for these types of things, as well as for your piece that you shared in terms of what you're actually potentially looking for, make for me a performance check with advantage.
Let's
And
go.
I will say,
charisma captor.
I will say, and I'll tell you, the DC you need for this is 17.
Bardic.
Bardic's gone.
Yep.
Oh, wait, how long
Oh,
does
yeah.
Bardic
Bardic
last?
stays.
10 minutes.
It's
Bardic
only
at that
10
lasted
minutes.
Only 10
longer.
minutes. It's only 10 minutes.
Well, I also have inspiration.
There you
You
go.
have inspiration.
So we're just going to check that off. Inspiration.
You needed
Okay.
it with advantage?
Uh-huh.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Oh no.
Performance
Wow.
check. We needed 17.
Natural 20 with the inspiration.
Let's go.
Oh,
Oh!
For a total of 24.
Oh
Okay.
Woo! It was not gonna be good, guys. It was not gonna be good.
I just feel like this really warrants
I'm
this.
holding my breath.
No,
gosh.
you don't get the soundboard because he rolled our way out of your problem, okay?
We will debrief after. I did that for a reason.
Daddy, chill.
Anyway.
Okay.
Natural 20.
So, natural 20. As you list all of this, the hunger behind his eyes begins to grow a little bit, and he looks at you and smirks and says, I think you've come to just the right place, my friend. Let me show you some of the magnificent pieces I have acquired. And he'll get up from his study, he'll open the door, and he'll walk across to that door where the two automata, the guardian automata, stand. And he'll look at them and he'll just sort of like wave his hand and he'll be like, stand down, I come with guests. And they remain stoic and unmoving, and he goes and he takes another key, unlocks the grand door there, pulls the double doors open, and inside there's a few magical and crux lights that kind of illuminate, and you walk in and you see what looks to be a makeshift museum. There are a few like taxidermied juvenile and baby dragons that are mounted in a couple places. He leads you in, and you can see that there are some display cases and items across. And he says, welcome. Now, I'm not sure what would be most beneficial to you if I were to walk you through my collection, or if I were to allow you to search on your own. You seem to be a man who knows his way around artifacts.
I certainly do, but as great of a host as you've been, I would hate to circumvent your hospitality. It's up if you would be okay with us perusing your collection. We would be happy to do so, but I wouldn't want to go digging around where we don't belong. Of course, this is your collection, and I defer to you.
There's another smirk on his face, almost as if he was hoping you would say that. And he says, please, it would be my absolute pleasure to show you what I've been able to acquire here in my humble manor. And he leads you in, and there's some display cases spread about, and he leads you up to the first one. And you can see hanging inside, there's a small bottle on a leather cord that hangs. And inside the bottle, there's kind of a mist that seems to swirl inside, almost like when you see those potions that people make that have the glitter. There's like that like swirling kind of thing. And there's some little flashes and sparkles that emanate from within the bottle, and every so often the bottle itself seems to like vibrate and move slightly. And he says, this is a captive storm, powerful weapon utilized by the Ascium steppe riders. Battle mages would release these storms to control territory and herd their opposing armies like sheep to slaughter. It took me quite a long time to procure this item. He's kind of like watching for your reactions to see if there's like this.
I'm gonna, every time he describes something, I'm gonna react very over the top. I'm gonna probably go down a little bit on a tangent about like, oh my god, that's so incredible. That's a crazy piece to have. Like, who did you get this from? Like all this kind of stuff, like talking about like the collection itself and like the pieces, and like I say, oh my god, I know this one guy, he'd go nuts for something like that. Like I'm gonna do that for pretty much every single piece. It's gonna be annoying. It's gonna be.
I'll list off the things that he shows you. If there's anything you want to do, you're welcome to. Otherwise, we'll just say he kind of shows you all the things. He shows you an ironwood mask that he tells you is a relic of the gnomes of Loftvale, of their trickster clerics. He has a sunstone of the Ilbrian High Elves. He has a silver battle helm that he says belongs to Prince Udvar of Dol Gullir of the dwarves. He has a Valkyrie sword that he says belongs to the Valkyrie class of Prelacy Battle Angels as part of something called the Shield of the Shepherds. He has something called what he calls Nies Columbina. It is a kind of masquerade mask that is decked out in onyx stones and rubies. And then he has something called the Abyssal Seal, which he says is a relic of the Benthic Tritons.
I was going to say, as we're going around, I'm trying to clock it, but he just showed it right to us.
I'll pick out a few of those things. The storm's going to be one. I'll say the sword, the token, obviously, and also the dwarves. I feel like I've got a little bit of a kinship with the dwarves myself. Like not best, but Vel. What price would you put on these items collectively?
Collectively, as in altogether?
Well, I have multiple clients, but if we were to purchase them and I could distribute them to each of them that is of interest to them, what might we be expecting from that?
He'll look at you and he'll smirk again, and he'll say, "My good and talented friend, these items are my private collection. These are not for sale. They are for trade."
And if we were to trade I apologize, of course, obviously, but I meant you had put a value of about 2,000 gold on what we brought today.
Yes.
Where within that would we sit for trading in this capacity? That was all I meant by that. I didn't mean to suggest that that these were any less valuable.
You're asking me what the price in gold would be for these artifacts in my collection, is that correct?
Or what the trade, if we were to go based on the items we've brought today, what could we get for trade? You know, what would you be comfortable parting with today in exchange for the lot that we've brought with us?
I see. Yes, of course. I would say the Sunstone of the Elves is a beautiful piece of their Ilbrian engineering. Truly a beautiful, beautiful piece. Prince Udvar's helm as well is something that I think could find better use. Or potentially the masquerade mask as well.
So are you thinking of a 1-for-1 trade on this front?
I am indeed.
Okay. Well, first of all, I have to say, thank you so much for seeing us at all, and for welcoming us into your private collection. I think I'm very interested. The only problem is I have to connect with some of these clients. Obviously, they're looking for some of these items. I have to make sure we can get the proper price from them. As we're doing a trade with you, we still will then have to sell these items to the clients. So let me talk to them. I have some ways of getting in contact with them this evening. Let me talk with them. We'll see what prices I can get from them. And then I think we can talk about exchanging these, as long as I can make sure on the back end I can move these items that you are prepared to trade. Does that seem fair?
Yes, of course. I understand that there are multiple layers to any good business transaction.
And perhaps we can make an appointment to come back, say, tomorrow?
Yes, of course. I would be free tomorrow in the early afternoon after I lunch.
Wonderful. I will say we will plan to come back then, and I will make my calls this evening and make sure that I can secure the proper funding, and then we can maybe come back and do that trade. And again, I have to say thank you so much. This has been, first of all, a lucrative business deal, but also, what fun seeing this whole collection. I mean, truly, it has been incredible. I've not seen any collection quite like this one in a very long time. This is, I hope we can add to it, make it just that much better. It's been fantastic.
Well, it truly warms my heart to do business with a man as cultured and passionate about the anthropology of our world. So, thank you, Master Anatolovich.
Friends call me Bess.
Bess, of course, and you may call me a friend as well.
You know, I had a feeling we'd get there, and it's truly an honor, truly a privilege. I'm going to motion that we will follow him out, again, kind of bowing as I do. Letting him go first is kind of a sign of respect.
Okay.
Before we exit, though, Violet is checking for security in the space. Where are the windows? How many automatons do they have? Are there windows? Yeah, just like trying to suss out if we are trying to sneak in here later tonight, what are the best entry points? What do we need to avoid? What is the path of least resistance?
Yes, good question. So, there are the 2 guards that are stationed outside of the door here in the collection. You notice that there were also 2 smaller scout automatons that were roaming about here within the collection hall. And as you were out in the hallway making your way over to this room, you saw that there was a brass hound patrolling the interior of the 2nd floor.
Metal puppy.
Okay.
Metal puppo.
No windows.
There are
And
no windows in this private
that'd be
collection.
No windows?
That'd be too easy.
Okay, and what kind of case is the benthic Triton seal in?
They are all within thick glass display cases.
Okay.
Every
How did
object
he
in the room.
open them to show, or he showed us them within the cases?
Shows you within the cases.
Does it look like they have a keyhole? Or are they opened by magic? What looks like, what does the mechanism look like?
They do all have small keyholes.
Okay.
Yes.
And do I notice?
Go ahead.
Do I notice any keychain on Octavius?
Well, you've
Any
seen him.
jingling sounds.
You've seen him a couple times. He's taken out a key ring a couple of times to unlock both his study and to unlock this room.
Okay.
No, Jess is gonna try and pickpocket this guy.
Just
Hey guys, don't
little.
do anything that could possibly unilaterally
I have
affect.
not done anything
Yeah, the
to
feather
steal it
wasn't
yet.
anything. The feather wasn't nothing. Oh.
Okay. Follow him out.
We're so good. We're so back. We're so good.
He will lead you out and down the stairs, and he will essentially hand you off to Abner, who walks you out to the front entrance where you had originally come in. And he said, "As a reminder, Master Morton will see you on the morrow in the afternoon after lunch. Please do not be late. The master does not like to be kept waiting."
We wouldn't dream of it.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for your hospitality as well, Abner. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, and we hope to see you again very soon, tomorrow.
Likewise. I bid you good day.
Good day.
Hey.
Every single one of you.
I think we'll just keep walking. I think I'm gonna lead Violet and Elaine through the city a bit, just kind of making some nonsensical paths, maybe stopping at a few stores or little carts within the city. I don't know what exists out here.
Mhm.
And I'm going to look at Elaine and I'm going to say, hey, just see if anyone's following, just to see if they send
Yeah.
anyone after us.
Mhm.
I think I don't want anybody following us back to where we're staying or anything like that. Like, we just showed we had a very significant piece.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna leave that to Violet and Elaine, but I'm just gonna say, hey, I'm gonna be pretending I'm going about doing business as this horrible character, and let them try and just see if they can clock a tail as we're kind of meandering around the city.
Do we see anyone follow them out?
Did
I
you
also would
follow
trust.
them?
No,
I would trust Jasper enough to tactical, from a tactical sense, to follow a distance.
I would have waited. I would have waited a while to see if they sent anyone out after.
Yeah, I'll say whoever wants to make a perception check, except for Valterra, because he's going to be preoccupied doing his own.
He's acting. I got a nat 20. Okay.
Yeah, girl.
Well, there you go.
Not on
We're
this.
perceptive as fuck.
Yeah, I don't think we don't need to roll.
24.
Lies.
I guess
Davina was promenading too hard. She rolled a 9.
My 24 would be specifically after they had left, looking at the building. So I guess that actually is good information to have.
So a couple things. What's your total, Elaine?
Well, I have a -1, so I would like to keep the nat 20, please. So I would like to keep the crit.
It's a natural 20, though. It's a natural 20.
I got a 24.
You did. I do like to reward nat 20s though as well. I wasn't sure if it was gonna like balloon to a really high number or something like that.
No, it wouldn't. Quite the opposite.
Okay.
That's incredible.
They head out. Jasper, you notice that there are people coming and going from the manor. There's a staff entrance on the side. There was a woman who seemed to be at a couple points. She would come out. She would go and pick up crates with live quails in them and bring them inside.
Quail.
There were a couple other beings that were moving in and out of the manor as well. And so a couple did come out at different points, and one of them did end up going in the direction that the other group went. Elaine, as you are all making your way, doing your little bit bopping around the city, you notice at one point, as you're kind of, approaching a shop, there is one gentleman that seems to kind of catch your stare for maybe just a second too long before he kind of breaks it and then just kind of goes about his business. Maybe about 30 or 40 minutes later, as you all make your way to another location, you notice that that same gentleman is not too far behind before he ducks out of sight.
Okay, does he like duck into an alley or something? Or
he kind of disappears into the crowd. You happen to catch him like as he was popping up, and then he's since blended back in to the crowd.
I'll lean over to Violet. We are being tailed. They're about 30, 40 feet behind. I lost them in the crowd, but can I give her details about what this man looks like? How he's dressed, like his height, his build, everything that I saw. So. Yeah.
So she basically describes he's smaller. He's a gnome, and so that's why he was able to kind of blend back in to the crowd. But he has been like.
That's really good.
That's a new format too. That's a new format.
I love that.
We're waiting for a reason to use it.
A younger gnome male, clean-shaven face, kind of slightly bushy red eyebrows, red hair, wearing pretty unassuming clothing.
I don't recognize him from the manor at all, or
You do not. You do not.
okay. I asked Violet, "Do you recognize?
Do I recognize?
Is this someone from the manor?"
It's not someone from the manor.
You did not see a no.
I'm wondering if this is about the altercation Davina and I got into yesterday. I think we should make our way back home or somewhere we all three can get lost very quickly.
I agree. I think any number of people could be after us at this point, Elaine.
Yeah. Well, we know at least one. Very small.
Okay. And we know it's one tail, Elaine?
Only one. I'm confident of it.
Okay. Let's lose them.
Cool. Yeah, can we kind of like prompt Bess as if like, oh, we have like an appointment to get to or something, or like gently kind of nudge along. So I want to like convey a sense of urgency without saying anything really.
Okay. Am I made aware at all that there is in fact a tail?
Yeah, I think as we're I worry about like talking too much around crowds or anything. But yeah, I'll lean over his shoulder a little bit as we're walking and just say we're being tailed.
I'll just say, let's go. We got places to be. I'll kind of look at Indigo and say, make sure the robot doesn't fall behind. And I'm going to rush quickly around a corner, somewhere out of sight from where we just were, ideally out of sight of most people. And as soon as we get there, I'm going to touch both Elaine and Violet. I'm going to cast invisibility on the three of us to disappear.
Cool. Nice.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Sounds good. And how long does that last again?
Invisibility lasts an hour.
Okay. Perfect.
Basic concentration, but I don't have anything else going on.
I will say if you're making your way back to the captain's house, if that's where your intended destination is, it's not going to take you an hour to get back there, so you can get back there within the intended time frame.
Then we will make our way back and trust that Jasper and Davina will, I'm sure, meet us there if they lose contact with us.
Was
that's up to them.
Was the person that walked out, was that a gnome that I saw leave? Okay, cool.
Yes.
I didn't see shit.
Too busy being rich.
Worth noting, just for tracking purposes, I do have to cast invisibility at a 4th level to target three total people, including myself.
Okay.
I mean, that's fine. You only have 1st level or 4th level spells anyway.
I have a question.
Sorry. I do technically have 2nd level spells as well.
Oh, did you get that high in sorcerer at this point?
I think I cast certain things at 2nd level, and I have 2 2nd level spell slots. So yeah.
Gotcha.
I've got 1st level spell slots, 2nd level spell slots, and 4th level spells.
No 3rd.
No,
there is no 3rd. Technically, pack slot could be cast. I could cast something at 3rd level, but yeah.
3rd level spell slots are bullshit.
I have 2 questions for the DM.
Yes.
How long did that all take? Or like, how long did them being inside take? I was like counting stuff. It sounds like an hour or 2.
Yeah. I would say 2 hours, closer to 2 hours. Okay. Yes.
My second question is for Megan. Did Davina talk to me? Because I would not have said anything. So.
I was going to say, if you had offered conversation, she wouldn't have not spoken to you.
The drama.
But she would have given you like if she had seen you slip off to go do like surveillance or something, she would have given you like a nod or something.
Okay. But you wouldn't have initiated conversation.
No, not unless you were like sitting on the park bench with me. It was part of like the ploy or whatever.
Cool. Just a super awkward 2 hours.
I told her she's got her crossword. She knows what she's doing. She knows how to blend in.
Mook is just pulling apart pieces of grass.
Oh, should I have brought your Tonka trucks for you?
I need my fidget spinner. Yeah, I figure.
I mean, whatever conversation she had with you would have been like polite for.
Yeah, in character, not like or in our disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I figure then after. Oh God, what did?
Oh my God!
My goodness.
Hey.
Wow, I'm starting to feel the ramifications of the consequences of my actions.
Yeah.
Wow, Jasper, help me out. What does one do in this situation?
I've done nothing wrong in my entire life.
I know this, and I love you. Yeah,
Thank you.
Damn.
I figure after that person like left and like went to like in their direction, I would have waited like another 10-15 minutes, and if I didn't see anything else, then I would kind of just give Davina a nudge and like a nod of like, let's go.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are heading back to the captain's house as well?
Yeah, I figure we probably, because we would go straight there while they're doing like their rigmarole. So I figure we'd probably make it back first.
Yes, you would make it back first. Yep. So you guys would make it back. At this point, it's kind of the late afternoon, starting to enter the early evening, and not too long after the invisible pairing of Valterra, Elaine, and Violet return to the house as well.
Obviously, drop it once we get back.
Yeah.
And drop the disguise.
Yep.
Oh, that was
I'll also go to Elaine and be like, Elaine, I'm so sorry. That was so rude.
She short circuits a little bit of it was part of the part. I have to thank you. I appreciate your apology and I forgive you. It's okay. But I am confident now that when we go back, I can locate that from wherever I am in that manner.
Hey, good. Now the tricky part's going to be sneaking you in. Or we smash and grab. Those are our options. But I do worry. I don't want to put us in a position where we have to fight the automatons.
I don't think we'll have to.
No.
I think I might be able to handle that.
Okay. I trust you.
Are you guys back at the house at this point?
Yeah, I think we're having this conversation with everyone. Yeah.
Oh, okay. How'd it go?
Okay. Is there
Yeah, we'll fill you guys
a
in,
way
obviously,
that
on everything that
Yeah.
happened.
Violet pulled
Is there a way that Val, you can do the portal into the room, or do you have to see where you're portaling?
Well, I can
Dimension door.
dimension door. However, I can't dimension door back out. Well, I can actually. I would need a long rest though.
Which we can't do because we have to do it tonight.
Well, I don't. Would it
can.
matter if I could not only detect magic but also dispel magic? If that were the case?
Maybe. The other thing, Theo, which would be a question for you, is when it comes to the rifts.
Yes.
Do I have to see where the other rift is opening? I'm trying to remember. I have it up here. Hang on, let me look.
I think you do.
When you select this,
I would assume.
Rifts are each a circle with 5 radius are linked together. Any creature object. The rifts last for 1 minute unless you bonus
A free dimension door would be wild.
Any space you can see that can fit them, and each rift must be no more than 6 feet from you.
It's like I was like a free dimension door would be a
There's the rub.
wild trick.
Yeah.
Well, like if it's, I know there's some spells where you can transport things that, like, if you know the area and the space, if you're familiar with it, but I just wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I could double dimension door, but I would need a long rest.
Which is not, unfortunately, doable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you go to sleep like right now, and then wake up at like 3 in the morning.
So he knows.
Or we let Elaine. Elaine seems to think that she can handle it, so maybe we let her do her. And then I think, Violet, you probably have your own set of skills in this regard. So,
what's the thought there, Elaine?
I was trying something at the park, and so it's not to. I would ideally like not to fight any of the automaton.
Yeah, of course.
However, I believe I could compel at least one not to engage with us, or perhaps fight on our behalf against the others. That still leaves two creatures, two constructs that we can see, but that we'll have to deal with, but it could keep one off of our tail.
Yeah, it sounds like
Okay.
4 others.
I know.
There's the 2 scout ones, there's other
There's
dog
5
one.
total.
Yeah, and then the dog.
And the dog.
Yeah.
And then
I wonder if there's a
also
way that we
door.
can
There's also
Yes.
a door, but I have an axe, so
Yeah. It's
sounding like a smash and grab, but
Well,
I wonder if there's a way that we can get the keys.
I mean, I'm assuming he keeps them on him. And
Violet, you could use the ring of disguise. You could look like one of the servants. You could come in through the servant quarters. They have their own entrance, right?
Or we could look like him and do what he did at the door and say, "Stand down, I'm going in."
true. That's
Exactly.
fair.
Seems
The
like
other
the
thing,
easiest way to do it.
quickly though, is I can't remember, were there windows? I know there weren't in like the vault area, but there were windows into the building somewhere. No, because I just have to be able
in
to
the basement
see.
hall and
in that first room that you guys were in, wasn't it?
I believe
think
so. So I mean,
so.
I just have to be able to see somewhere to create the rift, so I can rift us into the building.
Yeah.
Right.
As long as I can see a place through the window, I can still rift us in. But then once we're in, we'll have to kind of maybe do
So
more of the sneaky, talky kind of.
My thought.
Well,
Sorry. I was going to say, my thought is if you Ring of Disguise as Octavius, just go in, just walk up there, say, "I'm going in," walk in, because you are him, and just take it.
As we need the keys
right.
still.
We just have to.
Which maybe is
Yeah.
where Violet
I was
comes
saying
in.
to get in the door,
Yeah.
just to get into
The vault.
into the vault.
Yeah, that could be.
Are we
Are
we at all worried about any magic alarms in the vault itself?
we
of
weren't
course, I think-
finding any. But yes, it's always.
I mean, as long as you have the
possibility.
key, I think it should be fine.
Did you have
I think if
Dispel,
we are...
or did you have Detect Magic up that entire time?
I have.
Elaine.
I have.
While she was inside, did you have Detect Magic up? No. Okay.
No.
We just have to make sure that if I am going to disguise myself as Octavius, that we make sure that he's not already in the
I was
house.
saying Vel would
We have to.
disguise himself as Octavius.
Well, no matter whomever disguises themselves, we have to make sure that he's not already in the house.
If we go in late enough,
Somehow.
ideally he would be
He'd be
asleep, and nobody would know that he
That's the
is
thought. Yeah.
in bed. They would think that we were just him being up and we wanted to check on something or whatever.
Exactly.
You know,
Like go in at like 2 a.m.
Okay.
get some items prepared for,
At the very least,
deal,
it's
that's
as like a plan A that is probably going to go poorly. It's like
Sure, yeah.
it's
yeah,
better
of
than
course.
just kicking the door in.
Mhm.
Yeah. But given my specific skill set, I think I would be better than Vel if there is sneaking around that needs to
I
happen.
think you have to sneak around to get the keys,
Well, you
and then
also-
once we have the keys, I can be
Yeah. Be him.
Octavius,
Okay.
potentially.
No offense to your skills, I don't know if you can mimic a man's voice very well.
I don't know if Ring of Disguise does that.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
it's
That's
just
why-
looks.
that's why-
it would be Val.
It would be better to have,
Got it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And they think I
So-
talk very strangely. So it's
Yeah,
fine.
me. Give me money. I want the money.
Vel was surprisingly creepy. Davina,
It was deeply unsettling.
Yeah,
very unsettling.
He works with
Both
crux
of you-
dealers. He works
I
with
told you,
slimy
a
people.
lot of times
all
Davina
the
knows
time.
these people.
Slimy people.
Yeah.
Right,
Davina
right. But
knows.
it's just
I know them, and
You
I
have-
have worked with people that Vel was emulating. It's not at all uncommon.
No, but just know that he can close a deal just like you can. Kind of two peas in a pod over there.
Well, I learned from the best,
Vomit.
Who?
That's you, Dev.
Yeah.
That's you.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so follow up question maybe. Why the feather? Why does he now know that a feather is
Yeah.
involved?
Oh, yes.
I really
okay.
wish I knew. I really wish I knew.
Well, I will
well,
tell you, it was to gain his trust
Sure.
and to get access, which we did.
Sure, but
He was not going to give us access to his private chambers.
well,
By showing him the level of power and influence that we have.
A, we don't know
open
that.
The door. Was it risky? Yes.
And B, they now
Did
know
get
it's
us in
us.
the door? Yes.
I was gonna say, Violet.
They will know us.
There
Like,
are
no
only
matter
so
what
many
happens at
people-
this point, they will know it's us. No one else has feathers.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Is
matter.
Bramble
if
in
you
the
know.
house
It doesn't.
here
They
with
know.
us?
They know we're here already.
Yes.
Yeah.
It makes no difference. They know we're in the city. They know we have the feather. They know that we escaped them with the feather.
Yes, but they will now know that we stole an artifact that is linked to where we're going, is the issue.
Right.
Yeah,
they
it's not
already
going to be
know
hard to connect the
where-
dots.
But they already have a map and they already know where to go. We're
They
just
don't have
racing
a
them.
map, do they?
Yeah. From the first seat, each location was circled.
I thought,
No, Vel
it wasn't.
revealed
Vel
that
got the
with
Pinterest
magic.
board from a god.
That was the Pinterest board.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't know where the seats
they
are.
don't have the location.
They know it's in. They don't know.
They needed us to go into Tilo Asari and find it.
Yes.
Yeah.
They no to clarify. There was a map at the Seat of the Celestials.
Oh, okay.
Vel got further visions of everything on
Okay.
his Pinterest.
Then it's not
God.
as bad. Okay. Then it's not as bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad, but not as bad.
Oh yeah,
No, yeah,
they
it's
just
still
know
pretty bad.
what we're doing.
I do think maybe if we are able to, in the near future, maybe get somebody to send a message or even fast letter to Niall and just warn him that, like, hey, we didn't drop your name, but we dropped some things that might lead back to you. If anybody comes to you, just say you had some dealings with this shady person, Anatoliev person, and you didn't really know what you were doing.
I can do.
We don't need to worry
I
about
can
that
do
right now.
something.
No,
Yeah, I just think maybe
Yeah.
eventually we just give him the heads up that, like, hey, evidence might lead back to you. Keep an eye out, and if anybody asks you, say you dealt with this Anatoliev character and you gave him whatever you had.
We could also steal a few items while we're in there, so that it's not just one item that's missing.
Oh yeah, we're robbing him
think-
blind. That is.
Yeah.
well,
So then
hang on.
that will lessen the
Hang on.
level of suspicion.
I think there's a chance this is his private collection. I don't think he just goes in there and sits in there every day. I think if we take one thing, there's a chance that he doesn't notice it right away.
Oh yeah.
If we take
Okay.
everything, he's going to notice it immediately.
Yeah.
On top of that,
this was more of if things go poorly, we take
It's
everything.
smash and grab.
sure, smash and grab. Yeah, go.
We grab.
go.
Yeah.
But if
Sure.
if you're able to walk us in and just walk us out, yeah, we take the one thing, hope that
He'll notice it
Okay.
eventually, but again, it'll lead him
So then whether
up
this-
to Scarport, and that's the opposite direction anyway.
Yeah, so then whether this plan goes according to plan or it goes haywire, Bramble, is your ship and crew like ready to go in the dead of the night? Like, can we meet there after all of this and just go?
Is that
Are we
what
ready
you
to
need me
leave?
to do? Is that what you
Yeah,
need?
we're leaving tonight.
Yeah.
Hot exit.
He smiles and says, "Yeah, they can be ready."
We're Indiana Jones running from all of his security.
Leap
Followed by a
off,
metal
off.
dog and
We like full on Lord of the Rings, like the hobbits jumping onto the ferry. Be like, ha ha, you can't
Mars.
swim.
So then
Yep.
can we all agree if something goes wrong and we need to split up, we meet
Move the
at
boat.
we circle back around at the ship and
100%.
we wait no more than like 40 minutes for everyone to get meet and before we go. I don't know. All right.
You just tell me when you need me to leave. I'll be there ready to go.
All right. Then we should prepare
Be ready
ourselves
tonight.
for the heist this evening.
Let's go. So then who's actually going in the house? Are we all going in?
We're all going.
There's no need for all of us to go in, right?
In the
I don't
event
think so.
anything goes wrong, I think we should all go. We can maybe, if I can effectively portal us in.
You can portal us in and turn or several of us invisible.
I was going to say,
Sure,
you'd
but
have
that
to
would
be
also limit my
because-
dimension door capabilities if I use invisibility in that capacity again.
Right, because you can't downcast it.
I would say if I can
If
portal
that
us
were-
into a space that is relatively out of the way, some of us can maybe stay there for the time being or whatever, but I think we should all be inside the building when it's happening because I think that's in the event that something goes wrong. Now we don't have people trying to break in from outside, you know.
Agreed.
So anyway, yeah, but I think we, I think we just do our preparations for this evening at this point.
Okay. Anything specific that you're looking to prepare, or that you would need clarification on?
Let me look at.
You know what? I feel like this group is more of a have a loose plan and then fly by the seat of your pants.
From the layout that we made of the house, from what we saw, would we have a sense of where Octavius's bedroom is?
Based on what you guys saw there, I don't think you would.
Okay.
I also wouldn't be
Unfortunately,
surprised if Octavius and Tabitha had separate bedrooms.
Same, yeah. Mm-hmm. It might be worthwhile for Vel to make me invisible so I can sneak around and figure out.
Well, if he's gonna make
How
one
to
of
get
us,
I
he
can
might make.
I can do that for one person.
Oh.
Perfectly fine. I got plenty of instances of that for a single person.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Well, plenty is a bit much, but I got instances of that for one person that won't interfere with stuff.
Okay.
So in front of this door, Theo, where the vault is, it's a long hallway?
you mean where he opened up the collection?
Yes.
So basically, the grand staircase opens up to a second story big hallway. He did not take you farther down that hallway. Immediately to the left at the top of the stairs was his study. Immediately to the right at the top of the stairs was the door that led to his collection.
Okay. Okay.
Hang on. I could potentially dimension Doris into and out of the vault.
Oh, if you have
without needing a long rest.
Oh.
Then that's so much easier.
I have
setup.
meta magic. I can sacrifice basically I can sacrifice 3 of my first level spell slots to gain 3 sorcery points. Convert those 6 total sorcery points into a 4th level spell slot.
Let's go.
And then dimension Doris both into and out of.
One person.
Now, me and one other person.
Yeah.
I can dimension Doris into and out of it. Now, we still have to get in, probably get the keys, all of that.
Or just dimension Doria and kill the 2 scouts.
No, because then it's a smash and grab. Then
Very much trying to avoid murdering innocent automatons. So if we can go invisible, get the key somehow.
How would we get in? I guess you could.
Are your portals a spell? Are your rift portals a spell or a cantrip?
Portals are not a spell; they're an ability.
So you could portal. You could portal. You could portal someone in.
Portal all of us in. It's just they just exist, and you just walk through.
Yeah, I'm saying you could portal someone in to steal the key.
No, because you're gonna have to be able to see where the portals are going.
Yeah, you would portal someone.
And we don't know where the
this is not.
Into the building. You mean
into
like
the
through a
building?
window?
Yeah, into the building.
Yeah.
Then that person would have the key. Well, the issue is like someone still has to open the vault door to the vault if we want the keys to go from where the keys are to inside the vault.
Right, somebody's got to steal the keys. The other thing is we don't know if there's any magical protection. So if there's something that would prevent a dimension door from getting in, I don't know how that plays.
We can easily detect magic that, though. Well, at least see.
That's true. If we can get in close enough, and detect magic it before we dimension door, that's better. That's valuable.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, I think if we can kind of do that, and we can be like, yeah, this guy's like, he's got a key, and he's pretty confident that key's good enough. Then sure, let's exploit that. We dimension door in, dimension door out. But if we get there and it's like, hey, Elaine's like, yeah, no, there's some kind of enchantment on this whole vault, then we gotta, I think, work our way through the automatons and use the key.
I have dispel magic.
Okay, we could try it. It might not be good enough, but the other thing is you have to do that in the presence of the automatons, right?
We can do it from outside. If we can see it from outside, we should be able to do it from outside.
Potentially, yeah, because I can dimension door from outside into it.
Yeah, because we know the face of the wall.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like if you're looking at the building, I'm sure you could tell where it is. So if we just if we turn on detect magic and we see that if there's nothing like screening it off, great, we dimension door in. The issue is and if there is like some sort of thing, then we dispel magic it. So that I feel kind of comfortable with. What is our plan once we dimension door in and the automatons see us?
What do you mean? If we're dimension dooring into the vault, they don't see us. They're outside. The vault.
There are two scout automatons.
They're in, and there's a hound.
Well, no, there's two in, two out, and the dog.
Oh, I thought they were just patrolling. I didn't realize they were in the vault.
There's a hound outside. There's a hound outside with the two guard at the door, and then there's two other ones inside the vault.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So
I can try to control one.
We could also just be
I think
real
it will
fast.
work.
We could just be real fast and just dimension door in. We know where it is. Go to it, smash the glass, grab it, dimension door out, and we run.
Or get the key.
I'm still on the I still think we should get the key so that it's not obvious what we took.
Yeah, you smash a bunch.
I think it's possible.
But my issue with the key is it introduces a lot more variables to involve more people quickly before we even get into the vault. Because we have to get the key from him, then we have to get past the guards, open the door without the guards somehow noticing, and then we're inside, and then it's easy peasy from there.
Well, the backup plan can be Violet's messed up somehow. She got noticed. I dimension door with Elaine into the vault. Smash, grab, dimension door out. We run.
Yeah.
We can make that as a backup plan. I think if we can get the key first and foremost, I think great.
So we invisible Violet. We portal her in. How are we going to know whether she's in trouble or not is the issue?
I have a feeling there's going to be alarms and things that we will know.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, I don't think anybody's just going to, like, put a bag over her head and whisk her away.
Well,
I think alarms will be raised. Security protocols will go into place.
Will we hear that from outside? I don't know. I just don't want to.
We're not going to be outside. We're all portaling into the again. The portal is it is a static. It connects point A to point B, so we can go back and forth as much as we want.
Oh, okay.
We create a rift, and as long as I can see, like if we can find a spot that's kind of out of the way through a window of some kind, I can at least portal us into, and we can hunker down there, hopefully out of sight.
How far?
Keep to the shadows. I can go 30 feet with it.
Okay, so we will have to probably be inside the grounds.
Yeah, I don't know what that looked. I can't remember what that looked like, but we might. We have to get close somehow. Or I can also do it 4 times. I can portal us through on the other side of a wall, and then portal us from there. Drop that portal, create a new one.
Okay, you can do it 4 times. Sick.
I can do it 4 times.
Okay. So,
but I can only ever have one up at a time. So once I tear one down and put up another one, that one's gone.
So we can come up if there's a secluded part of the courtyard. portal to the secluded part of the courtyard.
Yeah.
Then we can find a window,
Yep.
portal to a secluded part of the other thing, of the just
I
of
do-
inside.
I did forget, and Theo, you and I can talk about this maybe because we haven't done it yet. But I can also project Vol now in some capacity. That would probably be helpful. I don't know what that looks like yet, so maybe we reconvene at the beginning of next session, and Theo and I can talk about what that looks like and if that can help us.
Or I don't know, at some point next weekend when I'm in Connecticut.
Yeah, we'll talk about it between now and next session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then we as a group can reconvene once I know what that looks like.
Oh yeah.
And
Sure.
we can talk about how it might help us. So maybe we
Yeah.
stash that for beginning of next session to have that conversation. Because I do realize that could probably help us. I just don't know what that looks like yet.
Yeah. So
Fair.
it sounds like two uses of the portal ability will be used to get us inside.
Mhm.
So then we'll have two more possibly to get out if we need it.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
It's going to be like Rick and Morty as they just like shoot the
Yeah,
portal gun
yeah,
as they're running
exactly.
through like all of them. Just like keep running.
That's literally what I'm.
Yep.
That's what I'm envisioning. Okay.
Quick 20-minute adventure in and out.
And we do know where his bedroom is.
No,
No.
we do not.
So there's going to be a little bit of sneaking around for invisible Violet, you know?
Hmm.
Okay.
There's also, if you are going to go in as Octavius, we could also play with that
Well,
yeah, that's an
how
option as well.
for you to get
Yeah.
more info.
I think once we know what I can do with Vol too, that might actually put us in a better position to make a decent plan. So I would say I think we've got some good options right now, and then we'll see what that looks like, and maybe we can utilize that in an effective way once Theo and I flesh out what that looks like.
And we know whatever we plan, it's not.
It will go
going to
wrong.
according.
It
to
will go
plan.
so wrong.
You're gonna go wrong.
That fireball's just itching to get cast.
Do you have Fireball now? No, you're a
I've
sorcerer.
had Fireball.
Yeah, that's
I know,
right.
he's used
That's
it
how
before.
that's
Oh,
how
yeah,
I
he's
brought
that's
down
right,
one of
that's right.
the airships.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
cast
the-
a fireball in the cockpit.
Cool
of it.
guys fly away
Wild.
from explosions. Moment.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
That's right.
Even cooler guys kiss their girl and then fly into an explosion.
Yeah.
That they do.
I want somebody to animate that whole scene. It was so cool.
Ugh, Emily, I know you're watching.
It was.
Get on it.
I kind of
Because
wish
I remember
that
I
maybe
did it. I dropped off, began to fly, went invisible, and then appeared directly in front of the cockpit.
Yes.
Cast
Yeah.
fireball inside the cockpit.
Boom.
And blew the whole thing up.
Insane.
This is why we record, so we can go back and rewatch those.
Historical,
Immortalized.
it's a historical reenactment.
Oh
of
wait,
the
did we?
Hindenburg.
No, we recorded that one. That one was recorded.
We
That one
did,
we
yeah, we
recorded.
have it. We have it. Yeah.
There's a couple that got glitchy. That one definitely we had though, because that was like
Okay.
a semi-season finale type situation.
So,
But next
anyway.
question, we get to Heist.
Yes,
we'll see.
Heist.
we'll see.
I know this is gonna go wrong. I
It's
know.
gonna
Well,
go
Of course,
wrong.
it's gonna go wrong.
Can't
Of
wait to
course.
find out. But we'll be back in just 2 weeks, so we will see everybody then. Until then, thanks for tuning in.